Hello and welcome to Tales from the Dark Side, your Star Wars news and weekly comic recap presented by Renovision. Tonight, we discuss the most recent Obi-Wan Kenobi trailer, along with the latest Star Wars news and collectible releases. We'll be ranking top 10 something KOTOR related, I think. There are two Star Wars comics to review this week, Obi-Wan Kenobi, or Obi-Wan #1, and Star Wars number 23. And I give a report on a few hobby stops during my trip to San Diego last month. Let's get it going, fellas.
All right, first off, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. The probably like 5 women that actually watch this show. We see it in the algorithms, except for that only 62% of you people are subbed to the channel. So in the other 40 some percent, or wait, that doesn't add up. The 30 whatever percent, they could all be females. We don't know. We don't know, do we? That's also a hint.
You like to think some of them are.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I'm sorry, it's been a long week, and we're getting ready for Motor City Comic Con here, so that's just added on to the pressure of everything else. We do have a show together for you. JJ's running a little bit late. We promised KOTOR forever. Pete wanted us to do the Matt Damon with it and push it another week. We're not going to do that. We're at least going to give you a little something. We've been spending a long time trying to form it.
I feel JJ's not here. I feel like it's not.
Jedi Johnson said KOTOR is for losers, and you're not a true Star Wars fan if you like it. And Dom said they don't make the pops good enough. So that's it. So that's how we're going to go.
4 pops.
There's 4 pops. Yeah, not enough pops for him to collect. All right.
2 Revens, Dark Revan, and Jedi Revan.
Yeah, good. And that's going to get, and by the way, if you you're going to get, people are going to get butthurt today. I'm going to give you that one too. I'm just going to start off there and just say it. So here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Ruben, good to see you, Darth Ruben, Star Wars Sunday. Glad you didn't miss it. Ed, saying hi for the algorithm. I may just sleep. Okay. Well, thank you for the hi algorithm. Hopefully you watch and replay then. Time for Pete, Marco, JJ Jedi, and that's some. Awesome. Dom, good job, Ronnie. Ronnie, too. Thank you for the super sticker. We're not quite sure what a super sticker is.
Yeah, we don't know what a super sticker is, but we appreciate it.
Probably the worst, but we really do appreciate it. We were just talking about that. We have no clue what's going on. Howdy, what's going on, Dusty? Wayseeker, good to see you. BK, I came from the MotorCon Rage. Okay, well,
that'll be next
week. Yep. Make sure, speaking of that, we got Eric here. I don't even know what's going on with the chat because I can't go any further down now that I hit the super sticker thing. Pete, is there anybody's comments after Eric?
No,
Eric,
we got you're caught
up. Good to see you, Eric. By the way, check it out. I'm going to link it to the back end of this, or we'll do something. Me and Eric did we did something it's pretty much a phone call between me and Eric that he scripted for us off of the phone call, and then we proceeded to regurgitate it in the form of entertainment, as in a thing called Back Issues. So tell us if you like it, or if you don't, or if you want to hear some more of it, or whatever. But we appreciate the whatever people
feedback.
Watching it. I guess they like it. Yeah, a little bit of feedback. Geekstronomy, hey, what's going on? What is going on? All right. Let's start off. JJ will be after the news, but let's start off real quickly with comics. Now, I've been asked. Oh no, Jedi, finish up your stuff, please. I almost just skipped you over after. It's your fault for what you said earlier. It's your fault. All right.
It's all thrown off.
You're definitely not going to like what I'm about to say.
Oh, Jesus.
So, hey, this guy struggled to find a bedtime story that worked on his kids. Then he tried the Timothy Zahn Thrawn novels. Those kids were asleep in a minute. I could have told him that. It's Macho Man Marco.
Nope. No, sir.
I like it. Just no matter how much work he does for the show, there's always more to be done. That's why it's kind of endless. So he tried hiring a few Ugnaughts, but he quickly grew tired of them wearing his t-shirts around, getting drunk on his beer, and playing keep away with his camera and microphone. It's the visionary who learned his lesson with Ugnaughts, Pete Renovision.
I have spoken,
and he's not here, but here goes his intro anyway. He's been very hard on whatnot Star Wars card sellers lately, so much that they placed a bounty on him. A Masterwork Purple base parallel Obi-Wan numbered to 50 for whoever can quiet him down. Now, these sellers had placed bounties on others before, but his is tops. Get it? Okay, this is
No. This is why we don't do dad jokes. This is why we don't do them, folks.
It's really a shame that my genius is wasted on you guys. That's all I gotta say. Every night, Jawa's come into his room, open 2 of his Boba Fett boxes, Funko boxes, and swap the figures. It's been going on for a few weeks now, and he still hasn't noticed, but I bet he starts checking now. It's Domtober. The hunt is on, and Jawas, so I've heard, are attracted by profanity. That's just what I heard.
True.
They're fuzzier than you
And
realize.
this guy came very close to filing a sexual harassment complaint against several of his classmates at the Jedi Academy. Every time he'd walk by, they'd say, "What an ass." It's me, Jedi Johnson 22. That kind of behavior is it's wrong. It's wrong. All right.
All right. Yeah. So it's one of those shows. I don't know what's going on with the comments, but we'll get to, I see Joe. All I see is I can know it's Joe. There he goes. Hey, Joe, what's going on? There's a story here about JJ that we need to hear. No, once again, so we do actually, we can settle a thing here. We have a show chat that is specifically supposed to be for creating the content for the show. There's a lot of stuff that we do, believe it or not, that goes into creating these shows. It's not as easy sometimes as it looks. Go ahead and watch a lot of other people.
We do make it look easy. Yeah.
But there's a lot more into it. That show chat has been confiscated by 3 people, and it's not me and Pete. Jedi thinks he can just change the name of the chat whenever he wants.
I don't think it. I know it. I did it.
Sends every rumor and IG post he can constantly on this thing,
whether we can view them or not.
Nope, even if we're not signed in because we don't follow the people, so you can't view them. And then JJ pretty much goes on tangents about how much card prices are and if you should open boxes or not, and how much they're selling them, and how much he dislikes whatnot, but is currently, congratulations, a first-time whatnot seller, so he will be selling stuff on whatnot. So
JJ doesn't like price hikers.
And then Jedi yells at me at the end of the week and goes, after I've already put like 1 or 2 sentences, usually talk to text while I'm driving, might add you in it. I talk to text, I think is in Sweelanese or something. It's not in English either way. But then Jedi decides to go, so what's the show about? I have to write my lines. And literally I'm like, yeah, I've been putting the show together, but it gets lost between IG posts and card post.
And there's just a kernel of truth in everything he just said.
And then Pete just goes at the end of every day, guys, just to let you know, I'll be running late. So there you go. There it is. That's what we do. Reveal the chat, Jedi. No reaction. It's
I had to sign an NDA. I'm not allowed to disclose any.
I've been debating starting up just a chat where these guys could do that nonsense, and then I can just do another chat where I just go back to doing show stuff. If anyone's did Luke or Leia ever? What's his question, Chef? By the way, make sure you guys, Chef, he got hacked. If you guys haven't heard, if you didn't watch the Wednesday show, he got hacked. So make sure you follow his new IG. Plenty of stuff on there, and he's doing great. So one question, if anyone knows, did Luke or Leia ever learn about the grandma? Shmi. Didn't Luke learn about Shmi? Luke learned about Shmi. He had to have known about Shmi.
Who would have told him?
No, in one. Oh, that might be Legacy.
It would have had to have been Ahsoka, and she would have had to heard it from Anakin because obviously.
No. That's not true. What's his name knew it? Her, Uncle Ben. And actually, not only did Uncle Ben, as you know from your greatest books, as a matter of fact, so did what's her name, Aunt Beru, because Aunt Beru helped with the slave things, so she knew about it too. So
it was Uncle Owen, not Ben. Uncle Ben is
Spider-Man.
Sorry, Uncle Owen.
No, that's right.
What's going on, Royal Clown? Yes, thank you for acknowledging that. Yes, that is right. All right,
I'll give it to you.
Aunt Beru for sure. Yes, Uncle, I believe.
Everybody's throwing up.
Everybody's saying Uncle now, Uncle Owen. Yeah, I can see now the chat that's 2 minutes behind. And BK,
you're gonna forget everything you said except for that you got their name wrong.
You called him Uncle Ben.
Yeah. Okay. So just to let y'all know, I got a concussion a couple days ago, so I will be especially knocking out bad names today. Let's get to the comic review now that we've mumbled on about chats. All right, here we go. Oh, by the way, we'll do Obi trailer too. We're gonna not the whole thing. I'm not going over it. We're gonna cut Dom off at one point. Was it Dom? 0.18. But before that, we're gonna get into comics, and Jedi asked if we could stop after a comic, so we will to discuss it. Hopefully, you guys read the Obi comic because I think that's the one we're gonna focus more in on. I think that's what Jedi wants us to do. So, but we'll start off with Star Wars 23, which this arc of Star Wars 23, I don't have such a problem with, even though I'm over like generic space battles with the same outcome. I mean, I know that saying that is like Star Wars is the exact same thing. It's always twins, one turns dark, one turn. I get it, but like with that, I still kind of am liking it. But am I liking this because Star Wars, the main title, has been so shit for so long, or that I don't know. Either way, I'll go through it. So we're getting Commander Zahara back, and she for some reason is wearing this ridiculous outfit. Do we know why she wears this ridiculous outfit? That's why I kept the whole time I was reading this book. I was like, why is she wearing this ridiculous helmet inside the command center? Why? Does anybody know?
The helmets, they wear helmets, but the goggles.
Well, it looks like a Vader. It looks like Vader's helmet from afar.
Yeah, that's why I thought it was standing there first in the first panel was Vader, but then it turned out I was like, oh yeah, she wears this stupid bucket helmet with these red glasses, even though that's not how she normally walks around the space station, and she didn't put it on till she was like, I'm going to go to the deck. So I don't know, but whatever. I mean, I don't know. They had this little battle. If you guys don't remember the rebellion, she is on Tarkin's Revenge or whatever. She's on the Star Destroyer, and she captured Dameron's. Well, she's not Dameron, is she? Poe Dameron's mom. That's who she is, but her last name's not Dameron. And then her baby daddy's coming to try to save her. In the meantime, the rebellion's about to blow up the Tarkin's Will. Right? I got that one right. Right? Tarkin's Will. It's the name of the Star Destroyer. So, anyways, they go there, but she decides to drop the nose to go down to the Earth. She gets into gravity, explains that when she gets into gravity, when they're shooting at her, eventually she'll start knocking them out with the ion cannons, and they'll start falling down into the Imperial base. In the meantime, all the Pathfinders, including Poe Dameron's dad, whose last name is Dameron, decides to go in, and of course they're going to go save baby mama. They save baby mama. Did they save baby mama yet? Not yet. In the meantime, everybody's saying how smart the commander is, and Poe Dameron's daddy. What is his name? Is it Kai? I can't remember what his name is. Does anybody remember what Poe Dameron's dad's name is? Is it Kai or K or something like that? K Dameron? That's about right.
I don't remember.
Does anybody care?
No, not really.
All
I remember is they got a tree. They had a special Jedi tree outside.
Yeah, the special Jedi tree, the other half of Luke's tree. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I remember when people actually cared about these Pathfinders for like 20 seconds. Nobody cares anymore. All right. Either way, they go in there, they kill the people, said, yeah, your commander's kind of an idiot. We're going to take care of that. They end up setting up he finds baby mama. There she is. Oh, she's about to win, but then they sabotage the Tarkin's Will. Of course they do. We've seen this 100 times. What's going on? Oh, I'm falling. We got an abandoned ship. Goes crashing down. The whole rebellion's not dead. By the way,
Cass is dead.
Yeah, Cass. There is a name drop of yes, Jedi. What did I speed past?
No, I was saying Cass. Yeah.
Yeah, Cass. Mm-hmm. Cass. Eris Abdullah is name dropping here, so hopefully they'll bring her. That'd be nice if they brought her into an actual Marvel Star Wars main title book. I think at least that's the one too, because Commander Zarn is not dead; she's alive, and she somehow calls Leia and to tell Leia that she's not dead, even though we like know the outcome. Like they're not gonna kill the mom and dad, right? Because we know the outcome of those, so that's not that exciting. And I guess this is all we've got now.
But you just kind of know that instead of just leaving her stranded on this planet, Leia's going to go down there, and it's going to create another situation, right? Just leave her there.
Do you think she's going to do that, or do you think they're going to send down baby mama?
Oh, Shara?
Shara. Yeah. What's her name? Boo? Boo?
Shara Bay, I think.
Shara Bay? Yeah, there you go.
I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, I think Leia's going down because that's the kind of shit Leia does.
Well, what's Leia going to do? And by the way, remember this is the title where Luke lost the lightsaber and was using the yellow lightsaber, and he still hasn't found his other lightsaber. So is she just going to use his light? Is she going to have? Is Ugnaught going to run out with like a severed Luke hand and hand the severed Luke hand with the lightsaber to Leia, and then Leia's going to battle? Is this what's going to happen? That'd be kind of cool. I'd dig it. First time Leia holds Luke's severed hand. I'll get that CGC slab tomorrow.
I was gonna say, is she gonna fight with the hand, or like?
Well, I mean, because the hand would have at this point it'd have like the grip, right? The necromancy or whatever when the thing.
Rigor mortis.
Rigor mortis. That's in
necromancy.
It'd be like cousin Nick, be walking around like this.
Yeah, if Ugnaught runs up there with it attached, right? We assume that the hand fell off, but if that's not the case, the hand's still attached. Now it's like stuck on it. So if it's stuck on it, then like, what do you do? Like, lightsaber battle comes on. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not peeling fingers and trying to break them off. I'm grabbing hand and just swinging with the hand. Yes, is this not what we're doing? No,
we got to get it turned on though. We got to somehow also.
Well, you bash the one thumb down, just bash the thumb.
But then you also got to be able to turn it off. We need to turn it off too. Like you don't want to.
Well, you turn it off by stabbing it through them, and then
you got to put like a toothpick or something in there. Just kind of wedge it between the fingers.
Well, remember, she's a Jedi. She can use the Force and have the hand move.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Hey, Steve, what's going on? I didn't even order the next Star Wars. Has nothing. Yeah, there really isn't much that goes on in here. Well, unless they use the severed hand. I just rewrote it to make it better. Okay, what'd you guys think?
Origins of Cousin It? Not a Cousin It. What's the hand?
Good?
I said Cousin It, yeah.
Yeah, it is it.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
I liked it. I thought it was good. I've enjoyed this little arc that they had about rescuing Shara Bay and stuff. I thought it was pretty good. And like I said, I think it explains a little bit. I said on another show, I think it explains a little bit about why Leia treats Poe the way she does, because her dad is he breaks the rules, or he asks for forgiveness, vice permission a lot, kind of like Poe likes to do. But I do think going forward that Leia's going to go
this whole arc is to set up retcon to explain how crappy those movies were. Is that what you're
I don't
saying?
know if it was done on purpose, but I think it does kind of explain why Leia keeps Poe on that short leash, kind of.
Well, these stories and what they're doing with the shows, I think they're working around to make the sequel trilogy better than what it was.
Can't do that. It is what it is.
Thanks, Joe. That's why I wasn't sure. Yeah, it is. It was the thing. It was that long-haired guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
That's why it wasn't. It doesn't matter.
Okay, so now we're talking about the Addams Family instead of the Star Wars. Okay, good stuff.
Because I told you I didn't get to read this one.
All right. Next up, the 80 color covers that just weren't that great of Obi-Wan.
No, like the second one. Was a gift.
Oh, the gift is the best.
I like that cover.
It was okay.
I got two of them.
Really did anything. Hey, look, if you like them, there's enough of them sitting around at any LCS. Probably except for Jedi, who probably got zero copies that you can find them on.
What about that Unknown Comics that's coming out for Celebration? That's pretty good. So,
anyways, we're going on with Obi-Wan at this point because we don't talk about store exclusives, Dom. Obi-Wan starts off going right into the Obi-Wan journals, and I like that. I actually like that portion of it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I like the way that Mayu and them did in the first time when they were doing it. We'll talk about it at the end. So he goes from old man. Oh wait, there's his little space camel, and it ends up dying in front of his shack eventually. So that's something. Yeah, whatever. Oh, they named it too, by the way. Eka, A-K-K-A-N-I. Eka, nobody gives a shit. All right. Next up, keeps away the art. To more, I actually wish JJ was here. Is he here? No? Okay. More of an anime type style, I'd assume, right? Is that what this is or whatever? It's a lot different. Kind of threw me
off. A little bit. At times. Dracula
eventually shows up in it for some reason. In the form of this girl's dad. That's a girl, yes. It's a girl Padawan. Who's also part of a clan, and that brown hair boy that's a boy, and that's Obi-Wan. They decide to do some sweet jumping off buildings, spread open. I don't know who jumps like that. Like they're going.
Jedi's jump like that.
But apparently, that's the way to
the Jedi jump.
The Jedi jump. He runs in.
Terrible on your knees.
Obi-Wan's in the gutters and ends up running into a member. Well, we'll figure out who it is later, but runs into some bad guy. You can see in the corner panel, this little kid, all of a sudden he decides to try to do the Jedi mind trick. It works on the first one, but somebody wearing a helmet says, "You're an idiot. He's using a Jedi mind trick on you." Then everybody laughs at him. Then they try to cut him. Then he uses the force push, but gets kicked in the butt. In the meantime, our little friend here, Guren, or whatever her name
Garen?
is. And what's her name?
Garen, I think. At least that's how I read it.
Garen decides to double jump onto the helmet, which somehow that knocks him out. And then
Works in Mario.
it does. That's a lot of Mario-ish. That's exactly what this reminded me of, like a video game type thing, a Japanese video game. Then there's the back. Kay comes up and says, "Hey, don't beat up my people." Blah blah blah. They hire
same race as Darth Maul.
So she's going to fly them off planet, except for that she finds out that they've got special force powers. So what do? Click, click, put them in handcuffs, and then they're going to sell them. But they're little kid Jedis, and they're super powerful. So they break the handcuffs, get out, jump up through the sky. The girl takes off. The boy, who's Obi-Wan, has to sweep. That's the end of the story. Next story
becomes the broom boy.
That is. He is broom boy. Very good, Dom. They are. They're linking it back there. Dom.
There you go.
Yeah. There he goes.
I just don't know why they drew Yoda so pissed when he's getting that broom. Because his speech, he didn't seem that angry. Like he was telling him to sweep up, but they drew his face like he was pissed.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. Either way, so there you go. You got Qui-Gon Jinn in the next episode. So there it is. There it is.
And a werewolf.
It is. It's going to be a werewolf episode. So that's what we got right there.
You know what? It was kind of cool. I like it because they took, we don't know anything about Obi-Wan's past, really his past beyond the Phantom Menace. And then maybe in the books that came out, a couple of books, but seeing him as a child, it's interesting. I thought it was good.
Jedi, you wanted to speak to this?
Wow. I mean, so I know there's like 50 different covers to this thing and probably 100,000 copies out there. Here's what I thought about it. I thought it opened up well. We're going to find out kind of what Obi-Wan's been writing in his journals. But then as it went on, I'm like, okay, I don't need to know everything that's in this journal because I didn't need to know this. I did not care. Because basically we get a first appearance of a character that we probably are not going to see again. Probably. I mean, I can't swear to that. Probably not.
Right. We're not. It's going to be an anthology.
Yeah. Obi-Wan obviously cares for this girl, their friendship. But then he chases her because I don't want you to go out there alone. So I chase you. We get into this little adventure and then I leave you and I go back to, why did you go in the first place if you're just going to leave her at the end of her adventure and go back anyway? Just why? The whole thing seemed a little pointless to me.
I will say, yeah, it is. I mean, they're going to do one-off stories. I think it's like I said. I think Star Wars is really thinking about doing a lot of these anthology things where you're going to have to get used to it. It's going to be like from a certain point of view, and that's kind of like how Obi-Wan is. I would have loved a true mini, but I'm not. This story probably wasn't the best, right? But the art, as BK said, is becoming more consistent during some parts. I know he's kind of joking at the first part, but I mean, people like like let's say not George Lucas, but another type of George, and then you hide your name in chats. They probably thought this character was going to be huge, and they thought they could flip it, and now they're going to be upset with how some of these books turn out. So there you go. All right, but I mean, see, it could be worse, right? Could be worse.
It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it would have been worse. I just don't. It was just kind of pointless to me. I was like,
well, listen. Think about every comic book, Star Wars book. There's a reason why certain things are done, and that girl is probably going to come back. That Zerbiak is going to probably come back later on.
She is part of the Black Sun organization, so we haven't seen her already. We're probably going to see her again, but really, is that irrelevant? Like, I mean, once again, to speak to people who probably are taking it in the butt right now with some books, like,
yeah, where are we at with where he's writing the journal? Like,
yeah,
where are we at? Like in his story, like how close is it to Luke?
Luke's there. He's already
20 years. So this is right before they're leaving.
This is right before. Yeah, right before it. He's finished. So when that thing dies is right before he gets hooked up. When the Akin or whatever dies, that's right before we get the droids coming down. And Obi-Wan, you're our only hope.
It's just that's
gotcha.
Yeah, so that's where we're at. Leftovers, Aggie, good to see you. Heavy mothers of Star Wars kids, you filthy animals. That's great.
I think issue 2 may actually be pretty good because we're getting Qui-Gon. We're getting Qui-Gon Obi Adventures. A lot of people like that. A lot of people have been asking for that.
Agreed, but I think we got to kind of take it in stride. It's kind of going to be more like Vader's Castle, I think, than it is going to be more than like Obi's original journals where they were pushed together.
Fine.
So it'll be all right. All right. Next, is that good enough, Jedi? We got that covered.
Yeah.
Next up, Halcyon Legacy. We're gonna get the Ventress story. Cool. And once again, another one shot. It's the same thing as Obi. This is what they're doing. And then FOC.
I like that third cover. The middle cover looks like a dwarf, like from Lord of the Rings. Like
dude, Anakin looks.
Yeah, he looks like Aragorn.
It looks horrible.
I'm not loving any of them, to be honest.
Yeah. I think they could have done a better job, but what are you gonna do? Zaggy, get out of here! I'm not putting that comment up.
So they gotten away from the blank white cover with the character on it, like they did with Sarah, Aurora and the Wookiee.
Yeah, it's supposed to the third cover. Supposed to be that cover, I think. Now,
is that what the first cover is?
I think the first cover is kind of getting a little of that.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe that's what the first cover is. I don't know. I don't like. There was such a gap. There was such a gap in them putting out these books at this point that I don't like. Whatever. Next up, we've got the FOC for Star Wars 24. You're right. Leia's going to have a blaster. We're going to have a lot of blasters going after it. They've got another one of the Japanese covers, and then we've got one of the last Sprouses, the Ghost Sprouse cover.
The Marvel cover.
The what?
Didn't we call this the Marvel rub cover? The last one.
It sure does look like it. So there we go.
Which one would you not rather have? The action figure or the Sprouse this time out? Like, what would be your last pick out of this?
All right. So, because
the surprise Luke fade, it's just that's not the image you needed for the action figure.
Well, remember they're going to gold rim the Sprouse too, so
I know that's going to make it extra bad.
Yeah, I'll put out the Sprouse cover. I'll take the action figure variant all day.
I guess, yeah, huh? It's still a tough call. I don't know.
Apparently, the Black Series figure that action figure is based. They based this off this action figure. You could take off the top and it becomes
the cloth, little cloth thingy.
Yeah, because Jedi Light Luke. So there you go. Right.
Anyway.
Right. Obi-Wan. Yeah. I get you, Steve. He's talking about the little girl that never mounted anything in them. Unfortunately, I think that's what you're going to see in a lot of these books.
Yeah,
as you always do with Star Wars.
Battle poncho.
Anyway, needs a battle poncho. There you go. All right, that's it for comics this week. We were hoping that was going to keep us over until JJ came up, but apparently it's not going to keep us over there. So next up, we have got. You guys want to do Obi trailers?
Yeah, we can do that.
We can do my trip. JJ doesn't have to be here for that.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Do you want Obi trailer or do you want Jedi Johnson's trip? Please tell us in the next 2 seconds.
We're getting them both. Just which one do you want?
You're getting them both. Yeah, just you want it.
I mean, we're getting either one.
Trying to wait for JJ.
I don't like it.
I don't think he needs to be around to.
Jedi Johnson's trip.
Okay, Pete, go ahead. Fine, I gotta go. Anyways.
Actually, it's also some pickups involved with that too. So
that goes to the end. See, that's what he did. Try to sneak in pickups. Pete, check the chat while you're at it.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me get the.
We're really on point this week, boys. Ooh. You went to In-N-Out Burger?
In-N-Out Burger.
Oh no, it's wrong. Well, oops.
Oh my god.
Wrong slide deck. Sorry.
Where you went to lunches? Oh, the taco shop though. Nice.
Yeah, I did do my fair share of munching all kind of food when I'm there, but yeah.
You didn't know he was around.
So I guess so I did make time. It was a business trip, but I did make some time to go to a couple of places, hobby places. So I went to comics and stuff. There's several of those throughout the city of San Diego, at least 3, I think. They're usually in malls.
Okay.
It's your typical. I didn't buy anything there. I'll just tell you that up front. It's your typical mall comic book hobby place, kind of place that you're at. If you're at the mall anyway, it'd be kind of fun to dip in there and with your kids or whatever and look around. But no place I would go specifically.
Trades, toys, and new releases.
Yeah, no, they had a few back issue boxes, not a whole lot. Like I said, it's just typical comic book.
Yeah, I got you.
Mall place. So, like I said, you can flip through these. I just took some snaps while I was in there, but I didn't buy
a lot of pops.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a decent amount of back issue bins in the middle there.
Yeah, they had some back issues. They were all priced probably a little above.
Priced
covered
aggressively,
there, so.
I like to call it.
Yeah. It was a nice place. Like I said, if you're at the mall anyway, stop in there. It's just a fun. It's fun looking around. They have some stuff.
What the hell is that?
The next store I went to is called TC Rockets. Now, this place kind of blew me away. They had comics again. I did not buy any comics there, but this place, and I don't know if Pete, you can kind of zoom in on some of this place. This place had action figures,
left or right,
like the one with the walker, the one on my right, I guess. And there'll be other pictures too.
I see the walker. I was like, what are you talking about, walker?
They had so many like vintage toys, AFA graded stuff, non-graded stuff, figures.
G.I. Joe's.
I walked around this place. I went to this one twice.
Back there, another walker. There's two walkers.
Yeah,
walker back
they
there.
had so much vintage stuff there. It was so cool.
It
was almost like a museum.
Cloud City cars up here.
I know.
Oh, that's cool.
And then you got there's
a sandwalker.
Like
hey, do you see that? There's a sandwalker down in the bottom right. There's also
X-Wing.
Yeah.
There's a
wow, that's cool stuff.
Sectars. Nice.
Yeah.
Did you buy anything?
A lot of the action figures on the shelves, they were AFA graded. I mean, none of it was cheap. I mean, they were asking
Obviously,
Imperial shuttle up top here.
California prices.
In the box. Oh, Star Wars droids. They had vehicles too. I don't even remember.
Yeah, they did.
It was like a museum to me. I walked around. Like I said, I went there by myself the first time. Then I went back with a coworker who really knows a lot about Star Wars action figures. I was really blown away by a lot of the stuff he was telling me.
Really?
I walked around this place.
We should have him on the show then.
A couple hours.
Yeah,
he lives in Japan.
Cool stuff in there.
Yeah,
that doesn't mean we can't have him on the show.
But I almost felt guilty. I walked around this place for hours, like I was at a museum, just kind of looking at stuff. A couple of slides. You can flip through them a little bit.
Here we go.
Stuff
I'm going to get in on this one first. We're going to go left one first.
So you see the lunchbox there, the lunchbox.
The Empire Strikes Back or Ewok?
Empire Strikes Back. I bought that.
Oh, nice.
Oh, there you
You
go.
did buy something.
Oh, hey, I have those.
No, I bought something at this
pop-ups.
place. I didn't buy anything at the other place. I bought this. It was
You said you felt bad
$35.
walking around for hours at this place, so I thought maybe you didn't buy nothing.
The first time I walked around. Second time, I knew I wanted it, but I was like, am I going to be able to get it back to Hawaii without it getting crushed and stuff? And finally, I got it. Now, it did not have. It was $35. It did not have the thermos, but luckily I went out and got a thermos to marry up. So I do have
nice
with it now. If you've watched these shows long enough, I like the old lunch boxes. I have a couple of them.
Yeah, there's a third walker up there.
A lot of walkers.
So much stuff. It blew me away. I'm definitely going back to this place. I don't know if I'll buy anything, but I'm definitely going back.
GI Joe. I see some mask toys up. They got the bases up top. Two of them next to each other.
Yeah, it was great.
A
all
lot of
this stuff here was all this stuff was AFA graded that they had.
Boba Fett. How much is that Boba Fett?
Boba Fett. I asked about so many of them. They were probably asking at least $700 for it. I forget. They had a couple of them.
That actually is cheap because the last one sold on eBay for like $1,700.
I'm taking a guess, Dom. I don't know exactly what it was. It was several $100s.
Is that a box droid factory?
Yeah,
it looks like it.
What?
Well,
I can't see anything down there. What are we doing here?
The counter. This is a counter.
wow, look.
Blocking the thing.
Yeah, you just ask the guy. Go, hey, go.
Look at,
My name's Jedi Johnson. I'm a famous podcaster.
look
I
at
need
the
to get
corner
back
of the
here.
end.
Yeah.
Look at the
didn't recognize me.
MAVI Crown Yuze figure.
Where?
This
Yeah,
You
yeah.
say? Oh,
Yeah.
what? Did you buy that or no?
No, dude, that stuff. My wife would kill
You
me.
should have called me. I would have given you the money. You know I love
I'll
that
be going
shit.
back. I'm probably for sure going back
How
in
much is it?
October.
Damn, I wish I
can't
would know
read
how
it.
big that was. It's blocked from the counter.
I know. Jedi, all the good stuff is there, and you took no pictures.
Oh, it's not all the good stuff.
All right, keep going.
Wait, hold on. Maybe we can get. I'm going back. To
I
the
do. I
last
like that
picture.
pop.
Maybe we
I
can
do
see.
like the pop-up Ewok stuff, though. That's kind of cool. Yeah.
No, it's too far back there. I see it.
Got GI Joe stuff too.
It's back there. The Mavi.
Dude, they had GI
Yeah.
Joe. They had Ninja Turtles. They had everything. In this place.
DK. It ain't the
The
wrong
masks and the GI Joes are getting me excited. I kind of want to go checking this place out.
and GI Joe there too.
Yeah, up top.
Oh, huh? Where?
That's some cool
Up
stuff.
there. See him?
Oh, wow!
See, like the big bases. There's two of them.
What the hell?
That's mask,
And
right?
then that one of
they
those
got the
ship. I
Imperial
can't remember the name
shuttle?
of that ship. That's like the
In the box?
yeah.
Jedi.
Well, this is a Star Wars show, so it's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's Imperial shuttle
I
over
collect
there.
Star Wars. So yeah, they had JJ's not here, but they had the video games graded.
Graded, nice.
Of course, they have all the high end.
My bad. I didn't mean to do that. Oh wait, went the wrong way.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was looking for VHS tapes.
Didn't see any of those. Didn't see any VHF tapes. So yeah, they had these. They had the what do you call them? The
Dude, I thought this said Jedi Arena for a second.
Jedi Ren.
Jedi Arena. I just looked at it real fast.
Hey, the graded video games.
Flash Gordon.
Flash.
I almost bought a $6 million man lunchbox too, and I kind of wish I
that's
had.
cool.
Oh, nice. Oh, look at all this stuff back here.
Mortal
Bucky O'Hare.
Kombat. All right. Oh, Voltron. Look at. Did you buy the loose Voltron?
No, I don't.
Why
know
not?
Voltron.
What is
Black
wrong with
Lion?
you?
I know a little about Star Wars. I don't know anything about those other things.
Yeah, well, look, this is a. Oh, what was
Next
the name
time
of that?
I'll video call you when I'm
Isn't that
there.
mask?
No, the trucks with all that you can add all the wheels.
Oh, this is less than 2 hours. This place is less than 2 hours from Celebration. That's what Wookiee
Nice
Fanatics
little
said.
Ed 209 too back there.
Wookiee knows.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Wookiee,
Wookiee would
hey,
know. Yeah.
hey, Wookiee, how much is that? We're gonna send a list of Wookiee stuff to look. Wookiee Fanatic to look up, like that Voltron.
Well, it's just a Black Lion.
Oh,
I don't see the rest of it. I just see the Black Lion laying there.
no, I see that, but yeah, you can piece.
So, Wookiee,
I think
you
can
been
piece
there?
another one. Wookiee Fanatic.
you
Well,
been there?
let's do that. Let's instead of going through this, let's keep talking to the chat, Jedi. But apparently, yes. Oh, Flash Gordon, dude.
Yeah,
Doo-doo.
you didn't hear Dom and I sing the song.
Oh man, I didn't hear anything, dude. I already told you. All right, what's up next, dude? This is so
We
much
still
cool
got a
stuff
little bit
here.
more.
Other way.
Oh,
I think
wait,
I went the wrong way.
I went the wrong way.
You got a live next
Uh,
time. Okay.
Wow, look
Yeah.
at those
So they had
boxes.
back issues. They had just about every Black Series figure you could like think of there. And probably all of them originally came from a Walmart somewhere. They got like all their stuff bought out. But
Oh.
Still a lot of
So
cool
that
stuff,
Jedi book right there is what made me fall in love with Star Wars. Really. No, I swear to God, like after seeing it, like all I did,
Storybook.
yeah, in the back of the station wagon, bucket seats, had that thing in there every single day, and every single day after school, after anything else, read it every single day.
Look at all of these Jar Jars.
That's a lot of Jar Jars.
Misa is just sitting there.
A lot
Misa
of
don't. Nobody
Jar
wants to
Jars.
buy me. They
Just
make a
Space
Jar Jar army.
Survivor.
yeah, the staff was really great there too. I was like, hey, can I take some pictures, walk around? They're like, hey, knock yourself out. Yeah,
Yeah.
They were pretty cool.
That's
guys.
nice.
That's
And
cool.
gals. There was one lady worked there too.
Did you hand him a card?
I did
Jedi.
not. I did hand out some cards, Pete. I did, but I did not have anything on me when I was there.
All right.
What do we got? Oh, more Black Series.
Yeah.
Got some more Black Series down here.
Here's your answer,
Looks
Jedi.
Yeah, I
Oh,
see
some
it.
wrestlers down the end on this end cap. Some LJN guys, I think.
Oh, not LJN. Come on.
Aren't they?
All right. Well, when you go back, maybe we'll shoot more footage for Attack. Then we can just do a toy walkthrough. You can do a toy vlog for Attack. Just go. I don't know what this is. The guys told me to take pictures of this stuff.
Dude,
so.
I do have a
Step
store.
back.
I do have a store near me that I could go and I can do a walkthrough for toys. If you want toys, there's a shop here that has a ton of good toys.
Obi, are you in the chat? Did you go to Ben's thing? All right. Next up. What's next?
All right, next. I think we got another.
So I went to one other place
There we go.
called Southern California Comics. I don't know if maybe have some folks have been there. Now, this place was, in my opinion, I mean, there were no fantastic deals. A lot of cover priced back issues there that I did buy some. So I went through a lot of books there. Luckily, all their Star Wars stuff was in kind of one location, so I didn't have to like
look at the Star Wars right there. The book,
Well, they have. I think these are just pictures of the books.
yeah, those are just pictures. Yeah. Yeah, you have to take them to the counter to actually get that.
Because I was looking, I was like, "Wait,
yeah, that's
I'm like, wait a minute.
What they have the variant, the dramatic force variant for what they have that price at?
Can't read it.
I don't remember.
Jedi.
I don't remember.
We only talk about the book like 800 times. Actually, as the VHS salesman that was on in the chat earlier was saying, like when we did that show, we talked to the kids that had that book.
But this was definitely a book place. The other place was more toys. They had books, but this place was a book.
Oh yeah, they got some Dark Adventures, Saga in here, some action.
So many books. It had the smell of a comic book store too. You know what I'm talking about? That smell.
Yeah. With the good comics.
Moldy paper and sweat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mustiness.
Interesting. That's cool.
Yeah,
I like that. The animated stuff.
These.
That's the later X-Men stuff. That's all right. That. I mean, the floor is whatever the floor is. Do you see in the background? That's
where
the 2000 X-Men cartoon shows in the background.
Oh yeah, the up top. Yeah.
What is it, Extreme X-Men?
Evolution or something? Evolution
might be right. Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah, it's cool. Was it fun? Did you dig it? The wife let you dig a lot, huh?
Oh, that's
a
turtle. Fugitoid.
I got a bunch of those. I got a bunch of the Fugitoids. I got like 4 of those, I think.
Super really TV cheap. Heroes. Look at that.
What are we doing here, guys?
The Uncle Scrooge. I like that.
Oh, yeah.
So why do they? Oh, because people probably steal there, so they just do pictures and they don't actually pull out the books.
Yeah.
They were chill.
Yeah, I think. I mean, if I lived in San Diego or in that area, I would probably be at this place every week. But yeah,
go down. Is that the turtle?
Wait, where do you want to go?
Let's see. No, we're not gonna do this. Come on, go next turtle.
I don't know. I'm doing it.
All right, next up. Well, JJ's here anyways. I let him in. All right, JJ. We're peering through pictures of and telling Jedi that he took pictures of the wrong things at this point. So
yeah, I did everything.
Do they have a nudie room in the back there? What is that?
Yeah, what is that?
What, a peep show?
That's a good question. I don't know.
The adult books.
Jedi, what did you even go in this store?
Hey, I was digging through Star Wars books. That's what I was doing.
Hey, look, we got a Magic Mike Justice League up on the wall.
Oh, there you go.
Dude, did they?
Why the Last Man? You got a
so you saw a Kurt? You took a time out. Go back.
I'm assuming it said employees only, or else I would have probably walked back there.
You took a picture of it. So it must have been. It's like the center of the picture. You didn't go like, "Oh wow, that's well, I should probably."
What does it say on the sign? It says for admittance. Oh, I don't even know what it says on the sign.
Ask for what it says up top.
Yeah, ask for assistance to go in there. What are we doing?
You can go in there.
It was dark. Look past the curtain. Look how dark it is in there.
What are we doing?
They got motion lights, Jedi. It's like the freezers at Target. When you walk by, it'll turn on when you get away.
I wanted to leave San Diego.
I got a couple of Twilights.
I'm not going back there.
I see this. The first thing I'm saying is, I'm sorry. Can I? Yes. We're going in there. We're gonna see what's in there. Yes, absolutely.
Happy ending room.
It's hidden by all
I
the
wanted
trade.
to keep both my kidneys, so I didn't go back there.
Oh my god. Happy ending room.
Yeah, look how different the floor is in this part too. Like they don't have the nice blue and blue and black.
No, there's something in there. That's probably where all the back issues that they didn't dig through are, and you get, hey, okay, cool.
Well, what? He's not gonna go back there and start digging. It's like he's gonna go video himself flipping through boxes.
Yeah, no, you don't video. Like, you just dig. Then all of a sudden he'll have like 10 books and be like, and I got these.
Next time I go, I'm going to tell them that I have to go in that room.
Oh, what's up? They keep
it say no flash photography.
Nah, forget about it. Next time you go, it's gonna be under construction.
Yeah, it won't be there anymore. They close it off.
It'll be walled up like it was never there.
Walled off.
What room? What are you talking about?
All right. Well, that's
righties.
So here's some stuff I bought while I was there. I probably bought like 15 or so comics there. Most of them, a lot of them were cover. A couple of them weren't.
$1 books.
I probably overpaid for some, but you know me.
All right. Because you didn't go in the dark room. All
I
right.
didn't go in the dark room. No.
What do we got?
I bought.
That's why you wanted to do this, because you wanted to do it. I get it. Okay. All right. Put them up here.
Blow me up. All right, there we go. So I did buy. I got a free comic book, which I paid $8 for. So I probably overpaid for that.
Little Adam Hughes.
Mm.
Hughes McNewsies, huh?
And then I also bought.
Oh,
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah, because
Cody
Marco
that JJ
says, Marco says this is a winner.
JJ does not like that book at all. He hates that book. How much did you pay for it? Probably $1.
$8.
Oh, that's
Like
too much. Though. That's too
Yeah,
much.
I did I think I overpaid definitely for those.
Yeah.
So I paid. I got 2 of these cover for both of these.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait a minute. That was the place that Jedi was just at. Got robbed the night before you.
He was there. Oh, yeah.
Oh, one night before
He was there.
Warehouse type area. Yeah, it's kind of in a weird area. So I bought another one of these. What is cover on this? Paid about $1 over cover for this. I think I paid
Not bad.
$6.
I love me some Hondo.
That came out $3.99, right?
I paid probably market for this. $12 for this.
Well, I would have just given you one.
I could have given you one too. I got extra
I
sitting
have a
around
couple
here.
already. I was on vacation. I was in vacation like spending mode. You know what I'm saying? Same with this. I paid $12 for this. Probably. I think at one time this was a lot hotter than it probably is now.
You got the toy version too.
I paid cover for what is this? The 5th printing of this cover.
Okay.
So this is the one we were talking about last week. I told JJ, hey, I just picked that up. I paid $8 for it.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's cool.
And I paid $8 for this. I don't know why I bought this, but I did. Paid $8 for it.
Actually, the first appearance.
Paid this. Did I pay a cover?
Vader'd have to be running to have his cape float up that high.
Yeah.
No, use the force.
Paid cover for this. Of course, I had to get this. I didn't have it.
Oh,
You didn't have it?
I did not have this one. I checked I had my inventory while I was there. I was like,
I see. Okay, so this I was wondering what you do. So you were taking random pictures of shops that had nothing to do with anything, just so that you could do more than the rule of 3 show off. That's what you're doing here.
This is
That's how
not
you're
pickup.
showing. Don't act just because I got hit in the head. Doesn't mean I don't.
This
see
is
what you're doing.
this is part of the report, though. It's not pickups. You see,
Yeah,
it's part of
yeah.
the report.
Research.
Yeah.
Research of what.
I see what
Paid,
you're doing.
paid cover for 4th printing of that.
I actually like that
All right,
printing.
so you
color
got
better.
4th and 5th.
You get the 6th.
Paid cover for
And
2
7th.
copies of this.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, nice. I always like that cover.
You get the journals, yeah.
And I paid cover for volume 1 or issue 1.
Oh,
of
nice.
Galaxy's Edge.
Those are getting harder to find.
They actually are.
And that's it. That's it.
All right.
I will. I'll keep the fight up, BK. Keep the
Welcome,
fight.
JJ. You missed a used VHS salesman in here in the chat earlier today.
Great
Yeah.
intro too,
Did you
JJ.
say hello?
No, he said he doesn't like this show, but he likes your other shows. Anyways, so that's cool. You had a good time? That's all that matters, Jedi. Did you have
Had a good time. Yeah, the I could have spent a lot longer in that last one, but that was on the same day I was flying out. My flight was at like 4:00, so I got there around 11:30. So I could have easily probably spent all day there. But
Can I ask you a question? In the dollar bins that were in that last shop, did you actually go through them? Were they in order or in any type of order, or were they not?
they were in order, and I went to the S's, and there were no Star Wars. So I talked to one of the guys that worked there, and I was like, "Hey, you don't have any Star Wars in your dollar bins?" He's like, "No, all the Star Wars, like I said earlier, all their Star Wars was in like one area. They had it like its own special Star Wars corner. Everything was.
That's a way to do it. Okay. All right. JJ. Nope. Okay. Well, I'm glad you did good. He'll be back. Let's just start the news, and then we'll have JJ. Oh, he's having a beer. Let's have him in with the news. He had to get a
I'd
beer.
pop off.
All right, Pete, do you have the news, or do you want me to?
I do, but I was going to ask you to start it.
Yeah, not a problem. That's a problem. Not a problem. Okay, here we go. JJ, what do we got? Remember, the news is going to end with a rumor, right?
Yep. There's one rumor at the end, which
Oh, yeah,
is
no
kind of a
selfie.
recycled rumor, but
JJ,
we'll get to it.
Jedi, one more thing. Next time, if you want to do that many pickups without being cut off, you got to take a picture, a selfie with a cutout poster or some person, a human being, something. Or clipboard. You clipboarding somebody. Okay. All right, JJ, go ahead.
So apparently, this was such a success during the Book of Boba Fett that they're bringing it back. So I can get more Obi-Wan themed blankets and beach towels, crap that nobody needs.
Yep.
But yeah, so starting May 25th, we'll see another return as one of these weekly product drop program.
There was like 2 good things out of that last one, right?
Yeah. They sometimes have cool stuff.
I'm only like 2 or 3 things out of it.
Yeah, I kind of feel like the cool stuff that would be announced anyways. Like it'd be like a Black Series figure or something. I was like, well, they kind of would have done that even without the show. Yeah.
I ate my weight in crab legs tonight. All right, next up.
Yep. So they announced and put out a whole bunch of Star Wars Day merchandise this year. So I don't know. It was probably no more than other years, but there was a lot. But
there was a
you get
lot.
your special Obi-Wan Kenobi light side, dark side frosted flakes.
It does.
That
All right,
is
we
pretty
swapped.
cool,
I'm
I
in
have to
control.
admit.
No, you're in control. Okay,
I got it now.
That is a pretty cool Frosted Flakes box.
It is. I think I'm
I'd
gonna
buy
grab
it
that.
just for the box.
There you go.
I don't know what I'd do with it after I didn't eat the cereal.
What's in there besides frost? Wait, what?
Is there a toy in
Light
there?
side's original and dark side
Side
chocolate.
is chocolate. Yeah.
Ooh.
I think the white stuff is milk.
Oh, it is just milk.
Yeah,
supposedly.
Oh.
I had C-3POs growing up, and I had the box for the longest time, and I didn't open it.
No, I did, and I ate it.
But the ants got to it.
But the article didn't say if there's a toy in there, JJ.
No, just the box.
Doesn't look like it.
No, I don't know. I just saw the it was a Twitter post actually.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't
okay.
think they do toys anymore. They're Jedi, unfortunately.
What?
Did they always have this?
They don't do toys anymore.
Of corn?
Yeah.
I don't know. They probably had to add that for some nutritional thing a while ago. I haven't bought Frosted Flakes in years. So.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, we do Special K here. All right.
All right, next one.
Maybe they do have. We don't buy those. I guess we don't buy the things that would have toys in. We only buy. Well, did Frosted Wheats ever have toys in it, guys? Can somebody fill me in on that?
Probably
I
back
bet
in the
Still
day.
have, there used to
Yeah,
be some
back in
things
the day,
inside the
yeah.
cereal.
I think they
box.
cracked down on like pushing the sugar to kids thing because you don't see like the advertisements and stuff
Yeah.
nearly.
Yeah, but I
much
mean,
as
it's
you
think
do.
back
mini
in
wheats. Like mini wheats.
Back
isn't
in the
exactly-
day, everything had toys except for Wheaties or something, or granola.
Yeah,
What was it
but
called?
it
Cracker
was
Jacks
great
is the
for you.
biggest toy.
Yeah,
ever.
there you
You
go.
guys
Let's stick with
toys,
the grape
not for you toys. Yeah. All right. All right, go ahead. What's this?
So we're they keep popping out different celebration stuff, but I picked this one up. This was the art show lineup, so a lot of good artists on there, a lot of good looking pieces. So if you're going to Celebration, check out the, I guess, row you would call it, or section where the art show is.
The area.
Hey, before
And
we
also
get
they
too far
just
away
announced, I didn't have time to include it, but they announced Boba Fett himself is going to be there. Well, he was the latest guest announced, Tamara Morrison.
Yep.
Hey, before we get too far away from the cereal, Pete, make a note that I want to do a top ranking on cereal on one of your tax shows.
On breakfast cereals.
We'll do it.
Leave it
We'll
out.
do it this coming up Wednesday because I gotta get ready. I'll be loading in at the con, or loading up the trucks. For
Fruity
the con.
Pebbles S tier. Just saying.
That's it. Wednesday show's done. My kids, they
Yeah,
do.
we
They
can do
ask
it this
for-
week. I can get that together.
Yeah. All right. There we go. I actually ate a lot of cereal. Kind of.
I love cereal. I'm a big
I
cereal
used to.
fan.
I haven't eaten in a while. I used to do it all the time.
There we go. This is why we're talking about art. Okay.
Yep. Well, just continue on. But yeah, Art of Visions is landing. So they're not letting this go. I have a sinking feeling we're going to see more Visions, like second season or second anthology or something. But
No,
they don't seem to let this go. But September 2022, there'll be the art book for it, the official art book.
I think they also have with the Japanese artists doing covers. You know, like they're
Mhm.
they're not.
Oh, Jedi clocked out.
Like, I'm out.
I'm fighting a sneeze right now, so I'm trying to time it. I don't want
Hey,
the whole world. to
I'm
be
just
sneezed.
reading the tea leaves here, man. It's
Hold on,
coming.
real quickly. I gotta. This is probably Jedi. Could you take a book out of Joe's thing if you're gonna try to tell dad jokes and tell this one? Please?
Yeah.
Marshawn down.
Marshawn down that road. Pick up that art.
Marshawn.
All right, Joe, send me your favorite dad joke, and we'll get
No,
it in there.
no. All right, go ahead.
You open the door, Marco.
You open the door.
So there was a little light on the video game news this week, but there was a interesting thing where, because we're going to talk about Old Republic as
Speed run?
time goes on here. But yeah, the speed record was broken this week.
Mhm.
So under 2 hours with glitchless. So for those unaware, glitchless is when you use no glitches or cheats to get past it. So under 2 hours on the main missions.
It'd be like a speed run. That's kind of cool. That's
Yeah.
nice. It's fast.
And then in somewhat actual video game news, but not really, there was an interview. I don't even know who it was, probably one of the developers or something, but they kind of teased a release date. They said, but the tease was, we hope maybe next year sometime, quote unquote.
Possibly.
So, yeah.
If we're lucky.
So the inside source there is, real specific.
I don't. I mean, do we need it? All right.
I don't know. As long as they do it good, that's all I care about.
That's why I'm always worried. I mean,
you can always go back and play the original.
Like, don't touch stuff that's already good.
Yeah,
like,
see, I don't really remember playing much of the original. So if they did a remake, it'd give me an excuse to play it now.
They just re-released it, remastered it like 2 years ago. You can
pick up your PS5s, boys, because it's PC and PS5.
That's the one you have to do is PS5. So that's also why it's taking so long.
I don't have one of those yet.
Yeah, me too.
I was pretty close to buying the Xbox on Friday. And I feel like I had it in my cart, and then I hemmed and hawed, and by the time I went back to it, somebody else bought it.
Aggie says he got you covered if you want it.
What?
Aggie says he's got you covered if you want it. He'll give it to you for cost.
He knows.
No, I had the day off on Friday, and I was like, "What am I going to do? Maybe I'll go buy an Xbox and go play it."
Yeah. So this is actually a viewer tipped me to this story. I think I saw something on it earlier, but Lewis, one of our viewers, tipped me to this.
Lewis.
Yeah. So apparently, Star Wars NFTs are a thing now. Is it Vivi or Vive? Either which way, get your gyms ready.
Things are expensive.
If you really want to figure out somebody who figured out NFTs, that guy, the guy from Oregon, the defensive end,
Oregon.
the guy just got drafted
Thibodeau?
from Oregon. Yeah, Thibodeau.
Go
watch
the one the Giants drafted.
Go watch Thibodeau talk about NFTs. He knows what he's talking about, and that's how they're going to work. Not like this. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, I don't like the whole gym system, and you still can't cash out despite the.
Well, if somebody tells you, he's not doing that.
I don't understand.
Like a key. It's like
so.
the
way this
your Pokédex.
Well, more or less, it's so gyms are dollars basically. So to get on this Vivi app, you have to go and you have to buy gyms.
Tokens. Think of it like arcade tokens.
They're like arcade tokens.
Arcade tokens.
So they have no true street value. But you go in and you buy gyms, right? So then you can only spend the gyms, not in the app, I guess, but in the website or the system or whatever you want to call it, a VV.
The arcade.
So the funny thing is,
cash out your gym. Well, there's a really roundabout way you can kind of do it, but I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah. So the funny thing is, and Dom and I were talking about this pre-show about how our wives keep telling us we've got too much Star Wars crap in our room. NFTs may be the answer, Dom. This may be what we've been looking for.
Yeah, you can buy all your C-3PO and Boba Fett figures.
Buy so much Star Wars, and
everything will go online.
And you can keep them in a digital room as opposed to your actual room.
Look at all these pictures that I could have done.
Hey, guess what? How about this? Instead of it, we'll change the group chat that you guys hijacked, and I'll just start sending you pictures in there, and it'll be the exact same thing. Because that's a lot of these ones are just digital pictures. They're not even actually.
Well, Funko has NFTs too. They have the
everybody's got them now.
It's not how. I don't want to get into. It's not how
NFTs. There are other Star Wars NFTs, but this is.
If they give you an NFT,
he tipped me to this because this is the real first official Disney product.
This is just a money grab. You're gonna lose a lot of money. So here we go. Next up.
Yeah, they are expensive too.
Oh, wait, there's more.
Oh, yay.
There's a comic. Star Wars #1 comic NFT came out with special limited edition cover things to it.
So. Well, yeah, they always have those.
Yeah.
I did have to buy one.
You
did
buy one?
I did with my gem. I couldn't get one with the release because the bots cleared everything out.
Did you get a limited one or just the regular?
Whatever the second one is, the one that's the poster.
Oh, okay.
Because he can't cash in his gems.
Not so he had what I wanted to do.
He had to spend those gems on something.
Yeah, exactly. This one,
He's literally going. I gotta buy some.
I gotta buy something.
There it is.
That's not what I wanted to do. I'm all over the place. There we go.
So if I buy some gems, and then I buy this, and then like an investment, and then I sell it for even more gems, but I still can't spend those gems anywhere except in this place.
Exactly.
Until the gems aren't worth what you've paid for them, and then you can cash out.
Until they allow you to cash out the gems, which I think there's like a beta or something to do it, but it's weird. They even charge you like a fee on the beta just because to get your own stuff.
A lot of the recent comics are under their market. Like for a while there, every comic that came out dropped at like $7. They'd be like $7, and then they'd be like 15 to 20 that day. Now there's a bunch of the comics are only worth $3. Well, 3 gems.
Yeah, prices rise and fall like anything else. So
they're down right now.
That's a big surprise.
It's like stock.
Yeah. No, it's not like stock. Because at stock you can buy and sell whenever you
want. It's like some JT Marlin stock if you want. Like they're pushing.
I mean, it's somewhat like a physical comic that you buy for cover, and maybe that week it comes out, it spikes up to $15, and then once the hype dies down, it's low. But
the problem with it is
you physically have that comic there to then sell and you don't have some weird gym system that you got.
No, you can actually sell it for. It's not like that at all, because with that comic in your hand, you could give it to somebody and you could get $15 in your hands.
Yeah.
With this, you could give them this. They could say these gems are worth $15, and you're like, I'd like to cash them out. And they said, sure. Those gems are now worth 32 cents.
The comic's actually liquid. This is not really
32 cents.
Yeah, you keep again. I'm going to go back to the arcade analogy because they keep giving you tickets, and then it's like, well, I can keep saving up to get that big stuffed animal, but I really don't want to stay in this arcade.
It's like a virtual Dave and Buster's.
Yeah, so that's very good. So you're going to pay $600 for a 50-cent stuffed animal. Very good.
Yeah, without the bad chicken wings.
Yeah. So that's
anyway.
The ones that unlock. I'll just say this real quickly. The NFTs that give you like exclusive content from a content provider, or will tell you, hey, I'm having a VIP party, and since you own one, this gets you into the party. That's how they're meant to be used. But you understand you're getting something tangible for them.
Yeah.
This is just a scam. I mean, this is just a scam. It's what it is.
I mean, it's not.
It's a scam.
You can call it a scam. I call it a walled garden. I just want everybody to be aware that it's not like going in and paying cash for something and then being able to, sell that same thing for cash.
Maybe it's Jedi had to buy an NFT to get into that back room.
There you go.
Yeah. See, that would be that's actually how NFTs are supposed to work. Yes, you'd be in a special club because you have an NFT, and you'd show your NFT, the special one you have, not just a picture that anybody could duplicate and say it's on a blockchain, but like an actual NFT code, and then you could get into the back room. And there you go. Solves the problem. Okay.
That was the
champagne. More like a club than anything.
Yeah,
that's how it's supposed to be. That's not what that is, though. Okay. Go ahead.
Jedi found a Star Wars Hawaii thing. While you weren't in Hawaii this week.
Tom, you went there to see it?
You weren't there to see this. Apparently the 501st and all that for put on a Special Olympics fundraiser in Hawaii. I didn't catch what town. I kind of breezed through the
article. I was here this week. I didn't hear about this.
I don't know. It was on May the 4th. Because the Special Olympics were on May 7th. So
this do you go to comic shop? Because you always go, I can't find any comics. They're literally having this is going on right now.
It'd be more like a fair, but yeah.
Yeah. It looks like it's in a strip mall. I can see the stores behind them.
Yeah, but I bet you there's a comic shop that's close.
There probably is a comic.
I bet you there's comics on there. It's pretty cool.
This would be all. If I lived in Hawaii, I'd go to.
I don't know where. Maybe it's not on the same island. I don't know where in Hawaii it was.
Yeah, it could be a different island.
Yeah.
How many islands is there?
This
5?
place almost looks familiar to me, but I can't be sure.
I guarantee you, this is probably like 20 minutes from Jedi's home. Guarantee it.
No, you're just thinking that's a block
down the street. But it's like 2 blocks away.
It's like 2 blocks away. All right. Next up. That is cool, by the way.
Last one.
So here's to our rumor, which isn't really much of a rumor. It's more of like a recycled rumor, but this was kind of making the rounds this week. So maybe a Vader series, but also now it's kind of more turned into like a general Star Wars villain series. Now is going to apparently come to Disney Plus, which I don't know.
Like WWE Evil?
Yeah.
Let's tell the stories of the bad guys.
So now we've moved from like,
did you hear that?
Like certain villains to more like, hey, every villain, I guess, is going to kind of be, I don't know.
So did you hear there's a screening of the first 2 episodes of Obi-Wan at Celebration? That's what they're doing this year, which is going to be kind of cool. Speaking of Vader.
It kind of makes sense why they'd push it back to 2 days after then?
Yeah.
Or day after. I'm sorry, a day after.
That's kind of cool. So that would be. I mean, I think that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
See it with all your.
Didn't they do that for? Was it Rebels or something? They screened an episode at San Diego or
did Rebels
Celebration or something.
That was. Yeah, I already hit that up. Yep.
Yeah, you made me giggle this time.
All right. Well, thank you for that. That's good.
That was the news.
Sticks, it's a rumor though that they've recycled. That's the third time that same rumor's been recycled.
Yeah. There's been different villains, and now apparently it's just villains in general.
I think this year that's the third time. So since January that we've seen that rumor come up in a different format. All right, let's go through Obi trailer. Anybody? Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
do it.
All right. I actually really like the scene when they actually show the table a little bit more and how that's going to be like just maps. If you see Obi-Wan in the background, they're not actually looking at Obi-Wan there. It's just I did in 4K and really slow, so it went to the next screen. Looks like they're going to stick with like our 3 Inquisitors plus our Grand Inquisitor, so we'll get 4 total Inquisitors. The rest of the seats, which was a question, apparently happens to deal with the other commanders, including the one that gets off the plane.
Who's the one on the left? Who's the female on the left?
Next to Rena, what's the name?
Yeah. We don't know who she is yet, do we?
That's the green with the little
tendril.
Oh, so that's the seventh sister?
Yeah, the seventh one that we saw like 8 times in the first trailer, and this is the only one we see her now in this trailer. And then there's your favorite like commander that gets off the plane, JJ. You like her because she was one of the sand snakes, I think.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. I just had a theory that she's going to be Commander Zarhara or whatever her name is.
I think that's who she is.
Could be.
This was kind of cool. Like if you're going to do it and it makes sense. So this is like, you guys know that I actually want this to make sense, and saying that there is a wanted poster because he did give out the notification to go to the temples.
Yeah.
Well, they probably know he's still alive. That's a perfectly good explanation, and that they're going to send people after him, including droids, or what they're called.
Well, that and Darth Vader doesn't like him very much.
What's that? What'd you say? I didn't hear.
So that and the Darth Vader doesn't like him very much thing. But
yeah, that too. Yeah, but you wouldn't know if he's still there. So this was kind of cool too. If you actually watch this trailer in super slow or like whatever put together, a lot of these scenes look like they're from like. There's 2 episodes that these almost all these scenes are coming from, and a lot of them you can piece them together. Like this scene right here, where you see this, and she's staying up there. What's her name again, please, Don?
Is it Reva?
Reva.
That's Obi-Wan right there, and this is a bounty hunter. Like if you actually keel in, this is this scene right here, which is kind of cool because you can tell from the lighting situation and from the back where the fire pit was. You slow it down, like that's where he's hiding. That's the smokestack. There's the smokestack right there where the red line is. And this other one, which might actually be, we said it was kind of bulky or whatever, and when we lightened it up, this was Obi, by the way, with a blaster.
Yes, yeah, that was Obi when we lightened it.
How uncivilized.
On the other side, it could be a Zuckus because it sure does look, and I mean, if they're playing with us here, but it sure does look like we get a Forlom.
That has to be Forlom.
And the other part did, so I up closed it, and there definitely is the other green eye, right? I mean, yes, the chest plate and everything else, but like the 2 green eyes, the blasters. Now it could be the like droid from the Rebels, and it could.
Well, he has different bodies.
The one
right?
from the Rebels.
He has different bodies too, though, doesn't he? Does he move his like head from body to body?
Okay, so Legacy, they detach his head all the time. They've really only detached his head like 2 or 3 times in this in current canon-ish type situation. So, but hopefully that's him. That would be really cool. We talked about that. It looks like a lot of stuff that we kind of were guessing at, like that being Obi, him having a blaster, maybe 4 Romans up showing up. At least one of them, it looks like maybe shows up. So that's kind of cool, man. I mean, they're definitely sending the bounty hunters after it. Speaking of that, and then here we go. What? There was Obi also in the alley with the blaster. He's going to be fighting out some thugs too.
What makes me laugh about that scene? It looks like he's in a storage unit.
It does look like he's in the storage unit. Yep, it does. It does look like he's in the storage unit. Also,
he couldn't take everything to Tatooine. Like he just had to keep some of his stuff.
So
this is like you, Dom. Yes, have a storage unit.
And this is kind of like one of the rumors that I'm going to say it's a rumor, but I'm also going to say it's like half verified because of what leaked out of Legos. Obi-Wan's going to have 2 hairstyles, the mullet and the non-mullet, in 2 sets. That's how it was described from translation. It was mullet and not same hair. So I don't know
mullet
what the 2 sets, but in the
mullet and metal mohawk.
In one of the scenes where we've all seen the scene where it's like the art one, you know what I mean? The battle where they play the thing. That one he's supposed to have a mullet hairpiece in, and the other one he's not. And in that mullet hairpiece, there's also supposed to be a yellow cart, which we'll see a yellow cart later, and one of the new droids, which I don't think I put the droid in there. But either way, this was really good. I thought it was great going back and forth. I don't believe this is like 1 minute before the first trailer happens. I believe this is going to be right, hashtag Jedi mullet. I believe this is going to be pre to him stalking little baby Luke, which is fine. And then later on, the people will come. This is kind of cool. You see the probe droid in the background that's down. You also get to see him whip the crap out of a bunch of regular stormtroopers. Probably, once again, this is probably further along from this portion right here. And it's when we get to see, who's the guy that's playing the other Jedi kid, the other Jedi guy? We'll see him in a minute. This guy right here. Camille.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name from Eternals?
Yeah.
Isn't he from
Silicon Valley?
Yeah, Silicon Valley. That's where he's from. Yeah. So this guy from Silicon Valley, which is kind of cool. Looks like he's going to be the Jedi that we saw in the robe that's going to have the tattoo and everything else on their own. This was kind of cool. I believe this is the droid. Remember in Rebels, the Inquisitors had the droid that could come out and go and do stuff. I think this is the live action version of that, which is kind of dope.
Cool.
The droid that could come out and do stuff.
Yeah, like
kind of drone.
It's like a little drone. Yeah, it's like their personal drone. You saw it in the video game too.
Was it what's his face? The
Fennec Shand had one,
Inferno
right?
Squad. What's the name? She had the droid that came out in the video game.
Yep. Same thing.
Yeah.
Also same thing.
Fennec Shand had one in Book of Boba Fett, right? Type thing.
Well, she had some kind of holographic.
I wiped Book of Boba Fett out of my brain because it was just terrible.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, she had the little thing that flew in and was like checking out the place,
scouting out Jabba's palace.
Yeah.
It also could be Leia's protective.
That thing was tiny.
And no, if you see it, there's like a black glove holding on it, and there's a red.
That's the hand.
Yeah. This is in somebody's hand.
Yeah. Well, I guess there's a black glove right there. So, once again, I really hope they don't put Leia in this. Obi-Wan does get away on this ship because if you look at the scene after,
they're gonna have Leia.
that line word for word. I slowed it down. Oh, thanks, Geek. Yep, that's the guy's name for us.
Not just being rude.
No.
Thanks,
and that's kind of like there wasn't much. Like I said, there wasn't much new. It looks like it's just two. Oh, I didn't. Where'd it go? The chest plate. Dang it! It didn't add in.
The Vader scene.
I like the Vader arm putting on in the chest plate thing. It was kind of cool, man. It was good to see it. But whatever.
Yeah.
What'd you guys think? Pretty cool, right?
There wasn't a lot of new or crazy stuff in it, but it's good.
You were crazy.
I don't want to see anymore. I just want to see it.
I actually don't want to see anymore. But I like what so it's two parts. I like the angle that they're going for, and it kind of makes sense. And I hope that it's it. I hope that they ended up sending up droids. It's ended up looking for the guy. They accidentally stumble upon, with the droid going down to look for this guy right here. I'm not going to butcher his name.
Kumail Nanjiani.
Kumail Nanjiani.
I think the K's silent.
They stumble onto the Obi-Wan and they're like, yeah, we're going to get him. Now that we know that he's out there, he's got to flee or whatever. And then they get off not a lot of sand planets. I'd like to see more planets, I think. I think I'm just like, man, can we get off fucking Tatooine?
I think we will. I'm optimistic that at least half of it will be off Tatooine.
Oh, I don't want to get off Jakku. What's that?
I'm optimistic that at least half of it will be off Tatooine.
I think that's very optimistic. I'm hoping that one episode is on Tatooine and then we leave and we never go back. That'd be
probably more than one.
I don't think so.
Yeah, but Dom, you don't think so also told us that wasn't Obi-Wan on the top thing.
Yeah, you said he was going all over the place. We're getting
the fact is, I knew Obi-Wan, but standing in the alleyway, I didn't think that was Obi-Wan with a gun. When you seen her standing there looking at him.
I do really like the fact that if this is, because it looks very centric around the new, though at least one of the new Inquisitors, right? Like was it the third sister or fourth? I like that. Yeah, right. What's her name? I'm sorry.
I kind of wonder if she was the fourth sister. too.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
That we never learned anything about.
I would just be happy if by the time this series is over, I can tell that I know the different sisters and brothers from one another, because
you
guys seem to know, and I have every time you guys say fourth brothers, sisters, I have no idea you're talking about. I don't know. I know the big one, I know the ugly one, I know the female.
Well, it is going to be about
one that smells like fish.
My brother just put another thing. He says, "I'm grateful that it isn't going to be about a Skywalker, but Skywalker's."
Yeah, well, it kind of is, but
it kind of
is as a kid.
Yeah.
It's just a creepy old man.
I agree with what he's saying. That it gets away from just like the storyline.
Yeah, it tells us a story that doesn't follow a Skywalker necessarily.
Yeah. I like
it involves a Skywalker.
That's what I'm saying. The more they can get away from it, I think that's good for the future of Star Wars. The more you can get away from the Skywalker.
Let me ask you a big question. Do you feel that this series is gonna change a lot what we see in New Hope? Like,
I hope it doesn't.
You don't think so?
I hope it doesn't, because if
I
it
think
does,
minor stuff maybe, but
I hope, because that's dog
I don't
shit.
think it'd be like wholesale change stuff.
Yeah, I really hope
I've
they don't.
I've talked to some people that, I mean, you're above your average fans that are convinced we're going to get a Ben Vader duel in this series.
Well, they said. I mean, what's her name?
Does that really change that much though?
I don't want them to personally, but I mean, have they said we're going to get one?
No,
yeah,
two. We're going to get two battles.
Dom, you're saying rumors again. You're not.
No. They said two battles. You're going to get the third episode. Vader showing up in the third episode.
This is not who's they.
That is straight from. That
they
is straight
say a lot,
from
don't they?
legitimate sources out there.
That's not no. I mean, what Catherine Kennedy said was that they're going it's the rematch we've been waiting for, hinting that it's going to be Vader and Obi again,
which is probably overselling it.
Yeah,
it's probably like 30 seconds.
Dom, can I ask you this? I mean, I know you love the rumors, and I've had a long week, but like, I really want to hear. I don't understand it. Like, I don't understand. I love you to death, and I love Ruben, and I love all the guys that love the rumor mills to a point, but I don't understand the rumor mills. So, like, what do you want? What do you want to see out of Obi-Wan? Like, because you asked the question about the New Hope thing, and my answer to the New Hope thing is like, I swear, I hope to God that they don't touch New Hope, because New Hope's a great movie. Like, why?
On this.
Last time,
it's a good time.
The last time Lucas, who was the last person to touch New Hope, touched it, it didn't help the movie at all.
Well, they touched it in Rogue One, and it was okay.
Yeah,
not really.
Still, but now look,
they didn't change anything by doing Rogue One.
They changed stuff when he remastered it. That's what I'm saying.
No, I know. The remaster.
I really respect him, and I want to answer his question. So he asked, what would happen, or how do you feel if is that the question you were asking? How would you feel if it touches New? And I will tell you, if we're ranking out of 5, if they touch New Hope with it, this thing is dog shit. It's getting zeros for me. It's not. I'm not even gonna give it a 1. I don't care how well they do it. You don't touch the original trilogy. So that's
stuff touches the original trilogy all the time.
I know, but you know what? Putting stuff like all this stuff. Look, I understand Disney Plus wants to make content, and all the stuff they do put out, that actually adds to the overall narrative. So now, when you were kids and you see the original trilogy, now these little pieces that fit into these little spots, they're going to make you see the original trilogy different, and that's hopefully for the best, not for the worst.
But was there anything wrong with the original trilogy? That's what I'm saying. Like, was there anything? Hey, you want to fix something? Go fix that last piece of crap you did. Don't touch the original trilogies, because the last time you did, and it was George Lucas who did it, he screwed them up. If you don't believe that, then I don't know what to tell you. But he shouldn't have ever touched them. You could just leave stuff alone. And I understand what Jedi's saying about Rogue One. Rogue One is an exception where they didn't actually change.
They didn't change anything.
No, they didn't change. But you said touch. I mean, touch
what do you mean by touch?
Change stuff. So what Dom is referring to is that they're going to give something. Did you not just hear what Dom said? They're going to do something.
Yeah, he's referring to like a retcon, right?
Yes, retconning.
Well, not a retcon, but something in Obi-Wan.
Well, it would have to be. You're talking about Obi-Wan and Vader facing off 2 times before A New Hope. That is retconning.
What, a Reva
not really
make out? I mean, like,
All we know is that he
before
said
they
last
meet.
time he wasn't the master. That's all we know. Yeah. You don't know whether or not they faced each other in between. You have no idea.
We said
I was
the learner.
Exactly 9.5 years since I last saw you.
Right. Okay. Well, yes, I get what you're saying. So, like, yes, anything that would affect whatever the original attention sounded and was like, that was always interpreted as, and it had been throughout JJ, and it had been that they had never seen each other since that point. That's what it was.
Well, interpretations can be wrong.
Right. I guess. And Han shot first could be too, I guess, if you really want to change it. That's what I'm saying. But why?
No, because that's actually changing something.
But JJ, why would you, but why? If the interpretation for the longest time is that they've never seen each other.
I never knew exactly who got the Death Star plans other than that they died. But I found out in Rogue One that didn't change anything.
No, it didn't change anything, but it made you see the original trilogy different.
How? How did Rogue One make you see the original trilogy?
No, because when you look at Rogue One, now going into the original trilogy, you know what happens. You see firsthand.
But you don't see it differently.
I know, but when you first saw Star Wars, when Star Wars first hit the screen, and you watch Star Wars, and you seen Vader come out, and he was like, "I want those plans," and they caught Leia's ship, and she was like, "I'm gonna."
Not how it started out. How it started out was Vader was chasing down the Leia's ship, got on there. You knew she was smuggling off the plans, right? Cool.
Exactly. So you see that, and
the rebels stole. So it didn't change. It didn't change anything.
Not that it changed. It makes it gives you a different view of the overall story.
Visualized it for us.
You know what I'm saying? Not for the
they
good.
Told us who the rebels were who stole the plans.
No, it's for the good. That was for the good. Now these series that are coming out, like Obi-Wan.
No, stop.
That's the problem.
I think that's what I'm saying. Yeah. In that movie, they said the rebels that stole the plan. So we knew rebels stole the plan. They showed us the rebels who stole the plan. Nothing changed. If you're telling me that all of a sudden he said the last time you were the master and I was the apprentice, referring to, which they have later told us, was the part where they were on Mustafar and somebody had the high ground, and now you're going to change.
See, you're interpreting something.
I'm not interpreting it.
Yeah, you are.
I don't.
You're simply interpreting what you think happened,
which is surprising. We're never on the same page.
Yeah, we're never on the same page. But.
I think that the line Vader used was not apprentice. He said, "Last time we met, you were the."
I was a learner.
I was the learner. So I just find it hard to believe that if they meet again, Vader would still consider himself a learner at that point.
Well, he's learning from someone. Isn't he learning from the Emperor? Is he learning the dark side?
If you really think about it, Obi-Wan left him on Mustafar to die after he had the high ground. When Vader tells me this, the last time I left you, I was the learner.
No, see, this is what I'm saying. When you have to start doing this bullshit, like when you have to go like, well, it could have been, well, it could have said. Now
what we're gonna have to do.
Now you're messing around with shit. Like
that's what you're doing. You're just interpreting what you heard in one line.
No, because they gave us episode 3. So no, I'm not doing.
Yeah, wait. Let me just put this out. So if they do face off, as
I know you like to argue,
do. Think of how they're going to have to leave it, because you're going to have to leave it into a part where apparently Vader thinks Obi-Wan is dead and has no idea that he's been on Tatooine this entire time. Otherwise, why the fuck didn't Vader ever go back to Tatooine to go look for his son?
Better yet, why didn't he keep going?
Like if they run into each other, they're in fight.
Well, he doesn't know his son was born at this point, right?
He didn't know his son was born, but
that's what I'm saying, because he's never had contact with any of the old faces. But now if these two have contact...
Well, it's not like Obi-Wan's going to tell him where his son is when they have contact. Like, he's not going to
probably not going to be on Tatooine if they face off too, right? You would think.
Well, not only that, like I'm saying, he doesn't know his son is there. Yeah. Like he doesn't figure that out until later. So this is taking place, I assume, when Luke is like, what, 7?
Oh, it's 10 years before New Hope.
When did he find out when Luke was actually his son and that he was still alive? Even in the comics, Luke was older.
He Luke was like
19.
Yeah, the story in the Vader
16
comic
or whatever.
Takes place after New Hope.
Well, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was reading the chat. What are you guys saying?
Never mind. Move on.
Vader
I mean, I know, JJ, I get it. You like to argue about it, but the truth of the matter is, if the biggest understanding of this has always been, including episode 3, that was the last encounter. You can say like, whoa, we don't know for super sure. Right. But all the writings that they did afterwards, everything they did up to that point, that's where they left it. Now I get you can retcon stuff, but why? You give me one good reason why you should, because you shouldn't. I don't think you should. And if you
what do the comics do then?
The comics add on just like Rogue One do. They don't retcon it.
Yeah, they do all the time.
Kanon.
You're talking about the Dark Horse shit that's in Legacy.
No, I'm talking about the comics right now. The comic run going on right now. Where they add stuff and occasionally retcon stuff, and just like the last season of Rebels, or not Rebels. I'm sorry, the last season of Clone Wars retcon stuff.
The original
retcons occur all the time.
Well, the retcon was with the Ahsoka book. The Siege of Mandalore was the retcon, the Ahsoka book, which was retconned.
Yeah.
What? But that doesn't make it a good thing, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, anytime they do stuff,
I didn't say it was going to be good.
What could you possibly add by having them face off in this series? Because you know it's not going to end definitively, because it's not a rematch, because this happened before. So it's not a rematch. This would have happened before.
Obi-Wan gets the best of Vader the first time.
He already did on Mustafar.
I know. He already did. And he actually got him the last time, too. He actually has always beat Vader.
I know.
Vader's never once won. Ever.
Vader loses to a lot of people. Vader couldn't even kill Cal Kestis.
Yeah.
Ordinarily, Vader never wins having them face off.
Ordinarily, I would be in the camp.
Vader only wins in comics.
I trust them. Ordinarily, I would be in the camp of I trust them to do it right and to make it fluid and to make it flow. But I just watched Book of Boba Fett and Moon Knight, so I'm kind of on shaky ground.
Let's put a pin in it and see also how they do it, because it could be something where they face off and somehow they don't know
that they're facing off. I get it. But JJ, once again, and this is where I said I would like them to not touch the original. That's where I started. I would like them to
touch. There's the word touch again. What the hell does that mean?
Come on, dude.
You don't want them to retcon something. Just say you don't want to retcon something.
Okay, I don't want them to
touch the original trilogy.
That's a fair point. Don't say touch. Change.
I don't want them changing it. I don't want them adding a Darth Maul all of a sudden shows up in New Hope. I don't want it. You know what I mean? I don't want that type of stuff. I want them to keep the storyline moving and not even mess with 1, 2, and 3 either. To be honestly, not to mess with any of the 9. Just let it go.
Eric has a point. What if it's a vision?
Whoa! Disney knows that song because they make millions off of it. Just let
I
it go.
could care less because it's just as pointless as if they do face off. But
the
if it's
one
a vision,
thing I can honestly say,
fine,
is that
he has a dream fight.
The whole story, the retcon stuff, if they didn't want to make canon, they could have did just plain story and they could add stuff in. But when you make things canon and everything connected to each other, you want the connection to be
sounds right. I mean, that was JJ in 2016. That was our whole sell from Legacy switching over, starting Legacy and doing canon. Was that don't worry about it. We're not just only going to clean it up. We're going to keep it. We have the story group. We have all this stuff. We won't have these problems anymore. And we've had a couple very interesting parts where they're walking stuff back. And I was just hoping for it to be better, I guess. Well, you don't have to. Hey, listen, man. JJ, I'm not telling you what you have to do. I'm telling you how I feel.
I know.
And obviously there's a lot of people that agree with how
I don't
feel.
want them touching it.
I mean,
changing. I don't want them
to touch. Don't say touch. JJ's gonna
bad touch. Bad touch.
Hey, JJ's been watching that trial over there with the pirate and the aqua girl, and now he's objecting over here and shit all the time.
If they do change it,
I just played Phoenix Ace Attorney a lot.
Change this, it had better be seamless, and it had better make me go, "Oh, okay, I never thought of that. Okay, I get it." If it can't make me say that, then I don't want it.
All right. Well, let's move it along.
Completely unrelated. I watched SmackDown this week. Somebody had an Amber Heard poops the bed emoji sign.
Yeah.
They're holding up at the show. And I'm like, why would you bring that there? It's nothing to do with anything.
But
it's topical.
Is just
like the new John 316.
Yeah.
I mean,
the bed
stinks. Hopefully, I wish they could have kept it out of it. I mean, that's what I guess.
All right. What do we want to do next?
Next up, we have got.
Only one.
What
left,
do we have?
right?
We got
rankings. Let's do ranking real quickly because we talked about some of the stuff, and then in your news, and then after we do rankings, we have a huge
toys.
We have a huge update to toys. Okay, so stick around because we're going to do. Dom's going to have. It's huge, huge, and then a little news at the end. A little news. He's got a little news. That's interesting news at the end. Left it for the end. Stick around to the end. And thank you everybody for coming. Thank you everybody for watching. Even those people who like hawk fake VHSs and love to like try to troll us in our chat. We appreciate you too, no matter how short you are. All right, what's going on?
Leave the short out of it.
Oh, I mean, not like you're short, like you're a cool short. He's like a real broken nose short. All right.
Oh, so for all those people that thought we were talking about Darth Magus today too, that was just a mix up of.
Yeah, I was rushing.
All right, this is here we go.
I read Malik and I saw Malik.
We understand KOTOR's confusing and it's very long. We also understand me and JJ have had.
Thank God JJ's here.
Out there about touching and non-touching. You should see the chat, me and JJ's personal chat, which while Jedi and the rest of them are posting IG posts and everything else and telling us that we don't have the content for the show.
You think that trial had arguments? I mean,
yeah. So how to position it. Now, JJ's position, I think, is like video game because that's where it started. And I said yes, but chronologically it doesn't. And trying to figure this out has taken us a very long time. So what we will tell you is, first off, don't yell at us, and I don't want to hear you yelling about books. What we're going to do is start off with the first video game and the characters that make up the majority of the first video game. With that being said, we're talking about the storyline portion, right, JJ? Not the like you can choose to be what was the thing? It was you could be a soldier,
well, you choose your class, and then you choose, which doesn't really matter in the end because then you choose a Jedi class in a way, but it kind of matters at least for the first half.
We're getting too deep.
Yeah, we're getting too deep into it.
Yeah. So we're just using
basically the main choice was whether you could be male or female, and then you could either be light side or dark side, depending on your choice.
We're going to kind of get into the cutscene background storyline. Now, do know this in the video game, a lot of those characters do not show up in comics at all. So we created a color code. I wrote it down, and our color
I followed it
for posterity's sake.
Color code is this. All right. Yes, to try to help out. So our color code is green if it's video game only, blue if it's cameo in comics. Now listen, there's some characters that have multiple personalities, we'll say. If their personality showed up and it's a cameo of that personality, that's what you're going to get, right? Because it came from the game. Because this actually is not the starting point of it. And number 3, if it's a full first, we give you a red full first. So full first, cameo blue, green.
We don't have many of those this week.
We are not focusing on comics. We'll do that next because the comics, as a lot of people may or may not know, have very little to do with the characters that are in the video games at all, actually. Very little. But we'll get into that, and then we'll get into the future ones.
We're going to do comics and novels. Is that next?
Yeah, comics and novels. I mean, just to put it out there, Revan's story, in my opinion, the novels do the best job with Revan's story. Do a lot of the backfilling, give you a lot of the comics. It is nothing more than cameos. The video game obviously gives you a decent amount of story. So, JJ, are you disagreeing with any of those things I said?
No, I'm just tilting my head. Nope, that's about right.
Yes.
We'll do a little, when we do comics and novels too, we'll do a little reading recommendation maybe for those who haven't read them.
BK, why don't you come BK, you come in next week. I got you the whole weekend. Ask Dom. I take care of you little New Yorkers. You guys can't hang out here by yourself without a little bit of a security and no, I'm just kidding. Dom's great. But BK, I got you if you come out. So let's get into it. We're gonna start off. I love this character because of the not.
BK, if you do go out there, make sure Marco brings his GoPro to record it so we can have you try to talk him into liking Moon Knight.
Oh, that shit ain't gonna happen.
Anyway, let's go.
Bastila Shan. Now, there's a lot of offspring and everything else. This is probably, I would argue, of story arcs, she is as important as Revan Crest, like Darth Revan.
Yeah, I mean, well, without her, there is no future story for Revan past the first game, more or less, because she involves what happens with him later, and also his descendants and everything else that comes up later.
We're doing first game too. We're going to get into the other stuff, the add-ons and expansions too.
Game 1.
Also, as far as the character in the game goes, she was probably the best Jedi character besides yourself, maybe.
Yeah, and
depends on how you play it.
Also in the novel. Now, you do see her in Tale 64, kind of. It's a cameo. That's why she gets, because she's in like a backside. We probably should just.
Oh, Tales 23?
Tales 23.
Sorry, what did I say?
You said 64 because it's 64 pages.
Also, too, if they ever casted Kate Beckinsale.
I don't know who that is, but whatever. But
Underworld.
She really. Oh, Underworld. Cool. Yeah. But she is really. That's not who I see it. But
she was so British in the video game, though.
Okay.
So British.
There's a lot of torturing. This is one of the reasons too, where I think it's really hard to transition the video game / novels, because the novels are a lot more graphic than the video game is too.
Especially numbers thrown out already.
Nice.
2, 4.
You're wrong on that.
Very high.
Because she does kind of get well, I mean, yeah.
It depended on how you played the game, but you could kind of toss her aside as the game went on in the actual game itself. But like in her actual story with Revan going forward, she's an important character. Plus,
she is
she's also the one that captures Revan. Spoiler alert for this like 15-year-old game, but she's the one that captures Revan at the start. Yeah, in the strike team. So
yeah, so Revan is originally Padawan, then a Jedi, then he turns to Darth Revan. Well, he's originally Revan Crescent. Well, it depends, but then he turns into Darth Revan, and then after that, she gets him back, and that's where the game kind of starts. Is where they mind wipe him. But read the novels, man. Is this going in 2? She's going in 1 or 2, right?
It kind of depends on,
or 3 or 4.
It kind of depends on how much you like a villain of the game. For me, she's a.
It's not about the game though. We're talking about the overall character.
Well, I mean the character of the villain in the game that we'll get to later, I guess. But for me, I think she slots in at a 2 or a 3 at least.
Yeah, I think you can't put her below. I think she has to be 2 just because of her. Say 1, and he might not be wrong.
There's an argument to be made.
Wrong. That's what I'm saying. Like he might not be wrong. Like I get it, but when you think
she also had an important Jedi power called battle meditation that was kind of she was like the first one to have that power. They kind of introduced her.
You're holding up Should she get a pop?
No. Yeah.
It was Bastil's pop. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Hold on, bring it up. Show it up again.
GameStop exclusive.
Oh, we're here. Nice.
That is cool that they gave her a pop.
Yeah,
John's just going to pull out pops for all these characters as we talk.
No, there's not that many characters. You have Malik and you have Revan, Jedi Revan and Sith Revan. That's it.
Yeah, I would actually argue that she might be See, that's what when you start saying too, like when people are always like, "We know they're coming," but I'm like, "Yo, dude, you definitely don't know much about these characters because
I don't. That's why I'm.
What happens to her? Let's pretty much just say that at one point, one dude's best friend, her baby daddy, best friend at one time, pretty much does stuff that you're not supposed to people. Remember Jedi
in an uncomfortable place?
Yeah, uncomfortable things and doing uncomfortable and torturing.
Like the backseat of a Volkswagen.
Like the backseat of a Volkswagen.
Yeah, so number 2, I think we should put her in 2. Put her in 2 for right now. Let's put her in 2.
The one thing that might stink is that they're going to change the entire backstory of these characters, maybe, if they do make them. That's the problem.
I don't know. No, they'll just move on. Why would they do that? That's what I'm saying. They're just never going to.
I hope they don't. I hope they don't.
Oh, he hope you don't touch them. We heard it from JJ.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, that'd be different. Changing the entire backstory of characters.
Yeah, no, there's too much backstory for this there's no way you could wipe. That's the problem with it. There's no way you could wipe it out. All right. I got the book right there. I really enjoy this character. It is his first.
We'll talk about him for at least 30 seconds.
Technically, he got retconned in 8, so this is his first. Well, let's see if it even says it on the. Not that they matter what they say, but no, doesn't say it. So, but they're not really putting anything out there, anyways. He's kind of cool. The Ebony Hawk is his ship. He has a lot to do it. Doesn't he have double blasters too? Does he have double blasters? He does.
Yeah, he dual wield. Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of like the Han Solo, but not as cheesy sometimes. More.
No, it's pretty cheesy. I didn't like this character. Really? He was always the annoying character in the game.
He looked a lot like me when I was younger, so I guess I liked him better. Dickhead.
He's supposed to be like your light, at least for part of the game. You're like your light side moral compass type character, which
kind of.
Yeah, it was like super annoying at times.
Yeah, I get that. But overall,
I think if you go dark side, you even end up killing him. I'm pretty sure in the game.
All right. Well, where do you have him, people? But he does have he might. You guys can get a room together. They might.
It's nothing personal, Marco.
No. It's all right. Like I kind of looked like him he kind of looked like me when I was younger.
I don't know. He's probably like he's still an important character. So I don't know. He's probably like a
7,
a 6.
Oh, without the chip. Yeah. I mean, he's
5
like
or
a
6. Ooh,
yeah, because there's a
Brooklyn's
couple
giving
guys
him
like
an 8.
Who gave him an 8?
7. I think 7.
Hey,
BK,
what's going on, Matt? By the way, if you didn't check out Tack, Matt from Absolute Geek was there, did a great job this week.
Yep.
We really appreciate him always helping us out.
Absolutely, Matt.
6, I think 6 is solid. I think 6 is
That's fair. 6 is fair.
8,
All right, we got a couple of 6s. Oh, we got a couple of 8s
though.
though.
All right, he's going 7.
Oof. Split the
Put him in
difference.
Yeah, we got 2 6s and 2 8s, and you guys.
And I was at 6, and JJ's wherever.
And
so.
Dom just throwing out 7s out of his back pocket
This is a
because I do
character
the same thing.
Okay,
I went deep. I went deep.
This next character I absolutely love, because they base Mr. Bones is based off of him.
Oh god,
but
this might be a 1.
you can't.
If you're coming up with who I think.
No way you can put him at 1. There's no way you can put
I
him
want
at
to.
1.
I kind of want to.
No, because it's too short of a time period. He doesn't actually.
Go ahead and put it up. Put him up.
All right,
Yeah, go ahead, do it.
AK-47. Meat bags. Meat bags. The video game. He's a legend because of the video game, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's a
For
legend because of the video game. But no comic appearances. Novel appearances are okay.
He was the only good thing on Tatooine in all of Star Wars.
God, I mean, I just don't like, because he only has video game appeal, right? And this is overall appeal. Yeah. I don't think you could put him in the top 4, unfortunately.
What about Terminator reference? That doesn't give you a little bit.
I don't know. I'm putting him at least at 4.
You can have him at 4. If you, I would be mad if you get him at 4. I mean, because meatbags, right? Like,
yeah. I mean, he was what made, especially if you played the dark side path of the game, he was what made it fun.
4.
Like,
okay.
Hunter Killer. Come on.
No, you can't put him at 1 though. Absolutely, because it's Matt. It's like the whole thing. It's not just the video game. You got to think about like the novels, the comics. He was only in the he wasn't only in the video game because they had him show up in one of the novels. But like, the video game. How he played in the video game. Really,
they have a version of him in the comics, don't they? It's like HK11 or something.
No, the droid is still an HK droid. So there's an HK11. There's an HK23. There's one more HK. They have a couple different HKs, but it's not.
Weren't those droids in Mando? When Ahsoka showed up, weren't those HK droids? Yeah, I got
right.
You.
I got a lot of.
I speak the grunting.
It's either 4 or 5. I think that's where we got him, and I think that's not.
I dropped him in 4.
I fair.
Rack.
4. I think that's fair.
Hey, we got at least a 2. JJ wanted a 1.
Yeah,
Matt wanted a 1.
The Wayseeker's right. He easily had the best. Easily had some of the best lines in the game for sure.
Yeah, we'll give him the bump at 4. Just put him at 4.
So I'm gonna go back to one more because we're gonna have a lot of coming up in a minute here. That, but she kind of ties the rest of the crew together. And she does have a comic book appearance. Not questionable. It's a first appearance in KOTOR 22. Mission
Ayla Sakura.
But she's 7.
She's a kid. She's a kid. Well, she's kind of a kid in the game too, but she's a real real kid.
Yeah, she's like, isn't she like a teenager in the game? Kind of.
She's like 16 or 17 or something in the game.
Yeah, but she's like a 7-year-old, like a little kid in this book. But it's her first. It's legit. It gets overlooked a lot. She's important. I think she's kind of important because she's got the Wookiee partner, right?
Yeah.
And, well, I mean,
plus she could pick locks, and I needed to get into those chests to get the cool items. So.
And she's got the droid out of the. I mean, I really put her with Zalbar and like T3AM4.
You need her in the party. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, and you put her with Jolie, right? I mean, I guess
she was a pretty crappy fighter in the game. I'll give her that much, but yeah. She died pretty quick.
You don't have to, you have to be a fighter to be in the party. You know, you need the healers, you need the thieves.
She's better than Karth, though. See, because that's like she's maybe like Karth line, right?
Yeah.
How about 6? Oh, we're getting some numbers.
6?
6? Okay.
6 is fair. I did like her better than Karth.
Yeah. I mean, I actually kind of like her better than Karth too. What? Okay. 5, 6?
A lot of 5s and 6s.
Hey, what's up, E-Man Tony? I don't even think I said hi to you, so I'm sorry about that. All right, put her at.
E-Man's also the one who suggested the metal, the Black Series stuff I sent you guys for us to debate another day.
Okay, I don't
figures. This stuff. Huh.
Oh, okay.
You lost it in the chat amongst all of the IG posts and the
the diecast figures
about card sellers.
The diecast, yeah.
Put it in 6. Put it in 6. Put it in 6. Put it in 6. And then I'll do her partner next, which I think we get. I mean, we got a little bit of a. Zelbar is cool because he's got a huge
sword,
vibro sword.
Yeah,
he's got a Black Series figure.
Yeah, but he also kind of sucked. He's boring.
Yeah,
he was the tank character. Like if you played with him, like you basically have him up front taking the hits, so you didn't have to. Yeah, he was the tank.
He was pretty good in one of the offshoot stuff. Maybe it was a tabletop thing, or maybe it was just one of the.
Yeah.
But like even
he does have a little more history than some of the other characters.
He does. I could see the character being a great sleeper character and having a great story.
But I've always felt like it was like the obligatory Wookiee character.
Right.
Like there really wasn't much there.
I mean, it's not like, I guess like Dark Horse did a ton of those, but like, it's not like now where like every show or every comic has to have like 6 Wookiees in it. He was smelt too, but maybe like, I don't know.
Smelt. Fish?
No, like this, like thinner, like almost stock.
Yeah. Plus he somehow gets captured by Gamorreans in a sewer. And you have to catch him.
Yeah.
This might be at it. I would put him 9.
He might. Yeah, he might be.
I say 8, 9's fair because he was kind of a boring character.
I would say 8 because I know who's left.
Let's give him benefit of the doubt. Let's give him 8 for now.
Yeah,
because he didn't have any lines too, which kind of hurts.
Re-rack.
He just had
re-rack.
sounds.
That is, he does. But that's a character. I think if they add that character, if we see that character coming in some of these stories, I think that would be a good character that they could develop on, right? Like I could see that happen.
I mean, this is a rough list. Like, there's a lot of these characters. Like, I would, I'd watch or show or read a book or a comic or a thing about almost any of these characters.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the Ebony Hawk. I think in the history of that is why I like that. I get it. Yeah, I see what you're saying too.
Well, if you have like a lot of
well, here we're gonna give you a 10. Does anybody care about T3 M4?
I like T3.
Oh my god!
I like he was good in the novel. He was good in the novels. It was like your sidekick, and then he gets crushed by the Sith Emperor. Spoiler alert! Like literally crushed.
So is it?
I thought this was 10 or 9.
Did he move like an R2? Or
No,
did he move like a dog?
There's a
He
female.
moves like an R2. Actually, he moves like when I'm like running, and he's like 8 miles behind me, and then suddenly reappears next to me. That's how he moves.
You remember that like Christmas? Remember that Christmas toy like robot thing that they used to have? It was white and it had like a little round thing, and it was like the first thing. And
he does look like he's on R4 all 4s, but he looks like the Rob robot from Nintendo.
Jedi.
Yeah, he doesn't. He said
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
I don't know enough either. I don't know
either.
Let's put him at 10
for a little short time period.
I think they're making up these characters
20 years ago.
10. Put him in 10. All right, good. I get to vote for 10. Put him in 10.
Oh.
Now,
hey, we have at least 5 people on our chat who played the game.
Yeah. Or at least read the books too. He might because she was written bad. She is bad.
This is 10.
That's 10.
I changed my mind.
Tiger Star Wars.
This is the most pointless character in the game.
Hey, remember Wonder Woman where they had not just the game, but remember Wonder Woman how they had the one lady dress up as a tiger? It looked like
Cheetah.
No, Cheetah. Yeah.
This is pretty much the equivalent in Star Wars. Is this?
All right, then let's go 10. T3, you get a bump.
Let's see. Let's see what
she wasn't even a very good usable character in the game. Like
it was a bad usable character in the game. The whole thing. Like,
see, this is what Star Wars likes. They want to take an unusable character and put him in the spotlight.
They made her hiss in the book. And
when have they done that, Tom?
I know.
They could. They should. But they never do it.
MCU does that a lot, but I don't know about Star Wars.
Yeah, he said 10. He said he forgot about this character. She's 10. There we go. Put her at 10. All right, now here we go. What do we got?
Jedi doesn't have to defend himself. He wrote that, not me.
I think the next one's gonna be where. Well, I don't know what's coming next, but one of these characters, Pete's gonna have to move stuff around probably.
That's fine. I don't care.
Well, I think should we do Jolie? I think we should do Jolie now.
Yeah, that's who I was thinking of.
Okay, Jolie.
Oh, it's like Angelina Jolie.
I like to call him Shepherd Book from Firefly.
Oh, I do see that.
He is important. He's important. Video game only.
Doesn't
got a mean stank.
He gets some mentions in other things.
Yeah, he does get mentioned in other things. Yeah,
like the
he
novel.
definitely gets mentioned in other things.
I don't know. He was at least like he was the Jedi character that like once you had like you and Basil in your like unless you wanted to build an all Jedi party, you didn't use Johanni or whatever her name was. Yeah, you only used Jolie for like kind of support stuff, if I remember right.
You want to make him 5?
I don't know. He was he was more usable than she was. So
I think the only way
crop out this photo, it looks like something I post on my IG.
No, I did it, but again, I was rushing this morning.
This is the only. I was actually. What?
Yeah, let's bump Ayla Secura up.
This is the only move I could see. Is bumping. Mission. And
I liked Mission better. At least Mission was a little more useful too in the game.
Yeah, and she shows up in the comics, but he shows up he's a little bit more big later on in some of the legacy stuff.
He's big in Tokyo.
Okay. Well, he said 5
in Japan.
All right, we'll put him in 6. Sorry, Tony. I think I agree with Tony though, 5. But whatever.
Yeah. You could probably take it either way, really.
All right, so we know who's going in. We know who's going in the 3 spot, right?
Yep.
Even though he was really important to the game. Like super important. Actually, it starts off with him in the storyline of the game.
Yeah.
Darth Malak. Now, listen, we gave him blue because technically, Darth Malak's first appearance is a cameo in this book. You don't see Darth Malak before this. You see Alex before this. You see a guy.
You see Squints, right? Is that it?
Technically, you don't see Darth Malak, I think, at all in the comics besides this. You see Malak, but you don't see Darth Malak.
Well, no, because he changes his name. Okay, Squint is the nickname. Alec is the
Malik.
No, Alec. No, Alec. A-L-E-F. Yeah,
okay.
You just add an M to be Darth. I swear. This is the dumb shit of the story in the comics. We see it. This is the dumb shit of the story in the comics. So he wants to be disguised, so they can't find him doing his missions. So he adds a fucking M to his name, and goes as Mal. Like was
that in 31 when he did Malik?
Yeah, he changed it to Mal. Yeah, where he's with
Malik.
her name and he's like trying to make out with her, and then he changes it to Malik. He changes it.
But he wasn't a.
You know what? I almost kind of want to put him
in this though when it was him and Revan because they were kind of like
I know he slots in at 3, but I kind of want to put him at 4.
People don't know this because this is a crazy shit, and this is why KOTOR won't work. Their fucking solution for this guy was to disguise him in the whole place so the Jedi can't find a Jedi that they're looking named Alec by putting an M in front of it. True story.
Hey, you act like that's new. Oh, my name's not Obi-Wan Kenobi. It's Ben Kenobi.
Yeah, I get it.
Hiding out.
I get it. All right.
It's like Clark Kent's glasses, I guess.
Well, thinking about this, the book itself, Marvel should come out with Star Wars Tales again and have different stories. Think about it. It'll work.
That's what they're doing with the Obi. That's what they're doing with the Obi thing. And
I'm talking about books like this. Star Wars Tales, just Star Wars Tales. All stories.
That's what I think. Tales of the Jedi is kind of going to be.
Yeah, that's what you're doing with all
animated.
Well, they kind of did that, didn't they? Re-release a lot of these, and Marvel re-released a lot of these in trades or something.
Oh yeah, but I think he's saying like they should do like an anthology.
More anthology.
What they're doing with the Tales from the Jedi TV show, and I assume that future books.
That's also what
I see on
the whole IDW series was.
Yeah, that's what IDW was doing.
IDW series. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Didn't work out for them. Okay, so what are we doing? JJ, what was 3? Okay, 5. Yeah.
I was saying I almost want to put him in 4 and move HK up to 3. I never much cared for the character just because, besides the confusing name part, but like, I don't know, he's always kind of a little pain in the rear that.
So
basically, I'll put it the impolite way. He basically got bitch slapped by Revan at one point and lost his lower jaw. So.
Okay. You can say that all you want, but the scene that is in this book in Tales, that little quarter page where you see that how it's written in the novel, it is like disturbing. It's fucking disturbing.
Yeah.
And it really does play into the psyche of what's going on because Revan kind of gets like the thought process back because she explains storyline. We're not gonna get into that too much, but like I think
we can move it. I just put him in 3 for now.
Yeah, it's probably fair.
The next one, I know everybody's going to put it in 1, but I could probably
have Malak in 1.
You could put him in 1, and this is why I think Tony's going to get at, because Darth Revan. But here we go, Darth Revan.
He has such a cool sounding name.
He got
a red and purple lightsaber.
the thing with Darth Revan going for him is he's got a cool sounding name. He
looks cool.
Yeah. But I mean, as far as importance goes, like Revan Crest is more important
the key to everything when it comes to the Old Republic. They keep talking about
just because he looks cool.
No. Revan and Darth Revan are two different things. Revan is the mind-washed Jedi that they go back to go try to find out for Malak. That I'll give you, if we show that character, the importance might be one. My question to JJ is Darth Revan really more important than Shan and Malak? And I think that's what Tony was getting. I think that's what he was getting at. And I don't even know. I mean, I don't personally know who he is.
Well, yeah, I think he's more important than Malak in a way.
But remember,
I mean, basically, Malak wouldn't be Malak without Revan.
Sticks,
right?
He wouldn't turn back to the light side without
funny story about that. Not to sidetrack too much, Sticks, but there actually is a part in the novel where we didn't actually put this character on the list, but Candace Ordo, who becomes Mandalore in the novels, tries to come up with like a disguise name for Revan. So he just switches the name around. It was Abner or something like that. And Revan's like, everyone's going to figure that out right away. And they do figure it out right away.
We're going to do the Mandalorian portion of it later because it plays into some other stuff and plays better into the comic books. And I get that. And I get it that you like it because he cuts off Malak's.
Well, I just think, I mean, I'm thinking from the perspective of Malak was his apprentice, even when they were Jedi. So, I mean,
he took
him with him, and they both turned to the dark side together.
Time out. He wasn't really his apprentice. They were friends. Malak was actually doing a whole different.
He calls him master.
Scene that was going on because with the Uric stuff.
No, Revan was his master.
After they turned to the dark side.
No, before they turned to the dark side.
You sure about that?
I'm 900% sure.
That's a lot.
It's a lot of percentages.
Yeah.
That sounds like.
Like literally, if you look at the cameo appearances of where you see Revan in the comics, he refers to him as his master more than once.
Oh, wait, does the Revan crest thing? Is that what you're saying?
No, when he's still Revan, when he's still in the Jedi Order, and they have those cameos where he's basically robed and you can't see his face, he refers to him as his master. Like when he saves Zane in like the Zero issue.
No. Yeah, but there's stuff that is in the comics that are off compared to the novels. You know that, right?
Well, yeah, nothing fit perfectly together, but I'm just saying he calls him his master.
Revan is so evil sounding it is. Revan is 2. Malak is 3, I think. I mean, yeah, Revan's the most expensive.
It's true.
I mean, I'm not saying that.
I don't know, and I think Revan too just has a longer history. I mean, if you go through all the games, even into the online game, I think he's got to be one. I don't think you could.
Wait, Darth Revan. Yeah, no, I saw what Wayseeker said, and I saw what's his name, Tony said originally, and I'm not saying they're wrong, right? Like, because like.
Yeah, there's arguments that can be made, but I'm just for my argument, I'm saying he's got to be one.
You take the 3, you take the first one, the Revan Crest Revan, right, where he gets the Revan Crest, the whole group, and they go to Mandalore, right? The first portion, okay, the actual when you're doing it chronologically, that portion is pretty important because after that Revan Crest Revan goes out with Malak, and they turn to the dark side.
You talking like 42? Like the story where he finds the mask?
Yeah, the one where you see him in the mask. Yeah.
Yeah, say KOTOR 42.
Yeah.
Is it 42? Yeah.
But Revan leads that whole contingent, to fight Mandalore. No, I mean, he's the leader. Malak's not the leader. Revan's the leader.
You're right. I agree with that. But that part is important, right? And then when he does Darth Revan, remember the backstabbing kind of is okay, like after the mouth gets cut off. But realistically, if it wasn't for the turn back, right, the brainwashing turn back, which I think was a very important part too, because then you go. I
still think Revan's more important. I mean, there's no second game. Malak's not even mentioned in the second game. There's no second game without Revan. There's no. I mean, I don't know.
But you're focusing this just on games, like.
No, I'm focusing it on everything. I think Revan's. There's no novel called Malak. There's a novel called Revan.
Yeah. He has a point there.
No, I'm not saying that Malak should be. I'm not saying that Malak should be.
Hell, do we even have a figure?
about having. Yeah, I was talking about having Shan. He just showed the Papa Malik.
I got the Malik pop.
Well,
right?
No, not the pop. I don't count pops.
And Shan kind of gets the shaft in the novels.
I want an action figure. I want.
I was thinking, like, Shan.
It's more like a descendancy thing for Shan, but like her actual story, she kind of gets left at home with the kid in the novel.
No, not in the one that shows the scene from the Tales. There's that whole part where she has the thing where because she's the one that has to re-jog Revan and tell her, yeah.
Well, I know that, but but I'm saying like in the novels that involve Revan and the old Republic storyline, she's pretty much cast to the side for the most part.
That's kind of funny, BK. Hey, BK, you finally told a joke that's funny. Good job. Everybody ring a bell. All right. No, I'm not disagreeing. I think
Correction, it's the name of an accountant with an M in the front of it.
I was just disagreeing. Like, because if you rank the Revens, I'm not sure I rank Darth Revan the top Revan.
We're not ranking the Revan.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying, but I think most of us are just.
I'm looking at it more of the character.
A couple guys said something in the chat. I'm helping him out.
Yeah,
just giving it to
I
him.
get it. I think he still won though.
Yeah, he did win. I agree. I agree that he should win. I'm just saying, out of the Revens, I don't think he's the most important Revan.
We'll see you later, Tony.
Tony, take it easy. We'll catch you in the replay. That's it. Good list. So
Definitely number one.
I will. Good job.
Hey,
Jedi, awesome, man.
I finally contributed. Revan is number one.
Guys, do you want us to go straight into comics next time and do whatever random characters that is, or do you kind of want us to get into the Mandalorian characters? Let us know. Let us know in the chat. We'll get that list together for next week while I'm at the con.
The Mandalorian. Oh, you're talking about like the.
And we'll do a little reading recommendation in case you.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea. The reading recommendation.
You want to read is good. Oh, except for Jedi Johnson, who doesn't like anything apparently, unless there's a hand. There's a main. Well, you like this one because it's got in it, but like if it's the hands, tail, and nail, and whatever the hell.
I don't know. Do we have time to get into this? Because I'm actually listening to the third novel right now, and it's not too bad.
Oh, he's changed his mind.
He got his sidekick back. Oh, what's his name is in this one?
Oh, Eli. He was kind of inauspiciously left out of the second one.
Yeah, because he's the Eli of the Navy. He's literally that's Jedi. That's Jedi. When Jedi was a young man, he was Eli in the Navy. So this is why I understand now. Right? I miss Eli, so I don't think it's a good book.
Yeah, the second one didn't have Eli, and it was just
I could see that to a degree.
I mean,
the second one out of the first three is probably the weakest.
Actually, an interesting question. Of the characters of KOTOR, how many had you actually heard of before, Jedi?
One, Revan.
Revan.
Know who he was, though? Like, did you know his story? Do you know Darth Revan or Revan's story at all?
No, not really. Other than what you guys have said on here.
That's why they're not going to do it. Okay, all
right. I've picked up a lot by osmosis.
Yeah.
He absorbed that knowledge.
I absorbed.
Right, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope we made it a little more clear. We tried to color coding. I hope you guys like that too. By the way, we'll do Revan credit. Obviously, if we're doing
you better color code again then when you give me the list.
Huh?
I'm just saying, if you give me another list, you better color code it. So otherwise, I don't want to hear complaints later.
But the Wookiee, so the Wookiee, I've seen a lot of those Wookiee action figures hanging on pegs at GameStop. So I have seen.
Yeah.
So I learned that. I learned that today. So that Wookiee that I always see at GameStop hanging on the pegs.
Now you know who he is.
That guy.
Who that peg warmer is.
I know it is now.
It's Zanzibar.
All right, Jedi. We are going to have Jedi help try to run the toy section here.
I'm doing that.
Okay. Put him to work.
Get more responsibilities.
All right, here we go. Oh, look at Jedi. There you go, Jedi.
Yeah, all you got to do is the little thingy. If you hover over it,
just
you can go to the
stay
next
win.
one. This is on you, Dom. You still got to run it.
Yeah, I'm not talking about them.
Well, okay. So here we go. So May the 4th came, and they had a lot of drops on May the 4th, and Hot Toys definitely had their drop for the 20th anniversary of Attack of the Clones. And so we have a 6-scale clone trooper, a clone pilot, and a battle droid.
So expensive.
Yeah.
I can't do Hot Toys.
$230 for the clone trooper.
They're awesome.
$235 for the clone pilot, and $190 for the battle droid, which you do get the C-3PO head. When C-3PO head fell off.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a little
bad memories.
Little episode 1 action.
So you had that; those dropped, and
or was that episode 2?
Attack of the Clones.
Yeah,
that was Clones.
Yeah. So go to the next slide. Now this is more up Jedi's alley. So now
too much.
Here's C-3PO.
Too much.
Wait, the C-3PO is die-cast metal. The die-cast series. It's die-cast metal.
Actual metal.
Actual metal.
Love it. I'll never buy it. Someone wants to gift it to me.
Hey, tell wifey for Christmas.
How tall are these? 6
well,
inches?
Listen,
or these like 8?
Well, Jedi, you don't have to buy it straight out. You could put a down payment. You could put a payments. This is not coming out to 2023. So if you put payments,
so now you're thinking I'm capable of saving for something. That hasn't proven.
You're going to pay installments. It's like a layaway.
That hasn't proven to be very effective over the years.
Well, the installments are about like $70 a month if after 2023. So if you think about it, you got over a year.
Oh, that's still a hefty price.
No, it is a hefty price, but it's out there.
Yeah, because
it'll probably sell out too because people are waiting for C-3PO.
Maybe 10, 11 inches?
I understand that.
They were 12 inches.
12? All right. I mean, that's theoretically though, that's not that bad. If it's metal and it's 330 and you're getting a foot tall figure, I mean, statues cost more than that.
This is figure they've been talking about for over a year. People have been talking about. They want this. This is the only the second 3PO to come out in a very long time.
If I paid $330 for this C-3PO, I would demand that you guys let me show it every week in pickups for like a year. I would have to show it every week.
Got it. Jedi, I want you to be happy. That's why they dropped this for you.
Jedi, if you buy it, we'll let you come up with a segment with you and your 3PO.
There you go.
3PO set.
3PO. My parts are showing. There you go.
There you go. I have a C-3PO sock puppet that I'll just like.
So then, look, you can't have C-3PO without a sidekick, R2.
Sock puppet.
It's up to her debate, but okay.
I'm interested.
Look, the R2 looks pretty cool too. They have a lot of gadgets and a lot of hidden pieces for R2D2. So it's not bad. $270.
Yeah, you get a little bit of that discount, but still, I don't know if I'm.
But the installment payment,
I think I'm
the
going
payment plan helps out a lot because you think about it. This is not coming out for over a year. So if you put a down payment, the deposit, you don't have to worry until like 2023 the end.
Yeah, or
Dom, not to stereotype, but you keep pushing this payment plan. I mean, do you work for somebody? Is this? Am I gonna?
Well, I got like 19 payment plans.
Break your legs.
I don't pay. Am I like looking at physical injury or something?
No, I got 19 payment plans going, so it's kind of crazy.
Like JG Wentworth.
All right,
PayPal even started that payment plan thing. They get you tempted. Yeah. Hey, why pay for it all now? Just do it.
Listen, you can actually buy it straight out, but I think C-3PO is going to sell out because people have been waiting for that figure. Anyway, we'll go on to the next slide. All right, so now here, Mando, the Mandalorian. Life-size bust.
Wait, life-size?
Life-size. Yeah.
Holy shit.
They have a Boba Fett too like this. But this just came out. This is really cool. If you have the room, life-size bust.
I don't.
Neither do I.
I don't live in a mansion, dude.
Nor do I have the $1,500.
You put it on a pedestal in the middle of your 4A.
Yeah. You can buy a car, $1,500.
If I spend $1,500, I want Beskar that I can wear.
Yeah, this is a definite
I'll
pass.
be my life. Well, I'll be a shorter version.
So now,
I think we both know some people that are probably going to buy this, though.
Listen, there are people that bought it already. People are buying stuff; they buy it all the time. And the Darth Vader statue that came out, a designer statue, just like the Boba Fett one I have, the Aztec.
That's creepy.
Boba Fett.
Yeah, I don't like it.
You don't like the Vader?
No, I like the Boba Fett. I'm not crazy about this Darth Vader one though.
Yeah, that lightsaber looks ribbed for her pleasure.
Yeah, it's not bad, but I'm not going to buy it. I got the.
Yeah, it's not bad, but I don't.
Yeah, I think the Boba Fett, the colors of Boba Fett, kind of helped the style of a statue like this. But Darth Vader, just the black and red, I don't know. I'm not crazy about it.
All right,
Ruben will probably buy it.
Probably. Come with Pedro Pascal. True. You go to the next slide. All right, so now we get the Gentle Giant. They're coming out with a mini bust of Endor Leia, which is pretty cool. It's about like $90, $90 to $120. Which
I think she needed to be like this. It's a hat.
It's a hat. I think it comes. I'm not sure if she has an detachable head that they could put the other piece on and have, but that's brand new because people have been asking for that. And then this is not Gentle Giant or Sideshow. It's another company. I really like this statue. This is the original Star Wars.
Yeah,
I like that. I don't know how much it is, but I want it.
That's sexy Leia right there. Yeah,
yes, it is.
That one.
Oh, I couldn't get past Luke's chest.
Chest.
Couldn't get past the bare chest.
Luke's ripped abs.
He is ripped. Yeah, he's ripped up.
But that's how they betrayed him in the poster. I love that. You put that with the poster. That's really cool. You can make a little mural with that, which is really.
Luke apparently became He-Man.
Wait, you said you didn't know the prices on this?
Well, I don't know the prices of the of that Luke.
He didn't roll out the prices
yet. Osmond's statue or the Jolie's.
Well, no, the Leia he said was 90 something, but the other one, the
I'm not sure.
Leia,
I forgot the company that's coming out with it. It's like one of those companies that make limited edition statues, and there's not many. They all, I think, the Domtober payment plan. Yes, 18 cents a day.
Dude, that is all sticks. Got jokes. You and Joe, what happened? You guys got a kiss on the cheek from your mom, and both you not Joe, you and BK. You got really funny.
Most likely, this statue is about maybe $4 and change, I believe, or more.
$400 and change.
Delicate though.
Well, it's a statue.
I got to see the price. I'm not really sure what the price on that statue.
Well, I think it would also depend on size. Like we can't really get a good gauge on. Is that like a 14-inch statue? Is that like a little 8-inch?
No, it's like that's about a pair of 12-inch statue. I'm not sure. I didn't get the measurements on the statue. I just put it there.
Probably shouldn't let me edit the pictures because I got no clue what any of this shit is. So like, they could be the same size. I don't know what. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I think this company also made a Revan. Also made a Malik statue too, which they both sold out.
The layers are only this big, right?
No,
like this.
This is about like a 1/4 statue, I believe.
No, just the 1/4. The Leia and Endor, the moon of Endor.
No, that's a mini bust. Those are like
that's gonna be that's gonna be like a little bust that's maybe.
I have the bust
usually like 8 or 9 inches, right?
Yeah, I have a bust over here. I have the Darth Maul bust. I can't get it out.
Morello did a lot of unboxing of those giant busts. So
it's 9 inches. I'm 7 inches. It's 12. I see how you guys lie. All right, next up.
Hey. Okay, got a couple of little items here. They have some new tiki mugs, which pretty cool. They have the Ahsoka, Death Trooper, not Death Trooper. The
tiki mug.
It was Bo-Katan and.
Fuck do you drink out of a tiki mug?
What the hell is the
a tropical drink?
I want some umbrellas.
Okay, and you got both.
Dark Trooper. There you go.
No, how do you drink out all these things though? Like, because they all got this like overlip thing. Like I got.
Oh, you need like a big straw. You need like a straw.
Yeah, I have a Boba Fett someplace.
A 5-year-old.
I got a Boba Fett.
It's gonna be a lot of accoutrement coming out of the top of this.
These are for fruity drinks. These aren't for like Jack and Coke.
No, you can put Jack and Coke in it. Who says you can't?
Nah, that's more of a highball.
Could do anything, but
you want Jack and Coke.
You can make a pina colada in there too, so you can have that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Fruity drinks.
Yeah. And then you have mugs.
You need a lot of storage.
I'll be honest with you. If it gets
I have a set of those for Ninja Turtles.
If it gets to be 98 degrees or higher outside with humidity, I'll drink me a pina colada.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. I was making mojitos yesterday.
Watermelon drink.
How the heck do you drink it out of it? It's got a lip that goes all the way around. I don't understand this.
So these are the one thing that like Entertainment Planet was trying to sell me on May 4th with these tiki things. Every time I went to IG, they were trying to push these tiki things on me, and I'm like, "This is it. This is all I get on May 4th or tiki."
I'm very not impressed with tiki.
You get for being in Hawaii.
Yeah, taking your location.
Maybe I have
your location. They know your location, Jedi.
They got a big fan base for those tiki cups.
Wasn't it an AT-AT or something? It was an AT-AT that was half down. It was a big ass punch bowl. I just don't understand what you do with this shit. All right,
you have a party.
Well, now you got also a second set of mugs from Starbucks that came out, limited edition Starbucks mugs. Navarro, they got Naboo and Octu. I have the best.
The last one?
Yeah, I have.
No, wait. What was the last planet?
No, Naboo, Arc 2.
Arc 2.
That's where Luke and Ray.
Blue milk.
Milks.
Oh.
Well, here. This is my best pin mug.
What's in it?
A Boba Fett statue I built. Model.
So why don't they just give you just a jug or something? Because nobody who the fuck drinks out of a mug?
This is a coffee cup.
Yeah,
I
there's
don't
coffee
drink
out of a coffee.
Yeah.
mug.
Well, once again, who the hell drinks out? Nobody.
I
You're
drink
referring to
coffee.
like
No, don't say nobody.
tumbler
My
or
wife
I do.
collects Starbucks mugs from like cities and countries.
What?
and states.
Don't drink out of them.
No,
I drink out of a
These-
coffee mug. I've
these
got a
are
Han
collectors.
Solo I know mug. My wife's got the I love you. I've got the I know mug. I drink out of my I know mug almost every day that I work from home.
People from New Jersey. Okay, good stuff. Next up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait, so
well,
you have. Let me get something real quick. I'm going to show you something.
Everybody else
That's
throws pens in them, paper clips.
See, Dom learned from the best because he's
like
using
Tupperware
Dom
sales,
is
Sam.
using this segment as a pickup. Good job,
Napoleon
Dom.
Dynamite.
Good job.
There you go. So the Boba Fett is by a Diamond Select Toys.
Just
It's a Disney store exclusive, and it's a statue about this size. So this is a Spider-Man. This is the same
What are we doing?
PVC figure.
Oh, we're never going to get done with toys if we continue at this rate.
I know.
You do know.
Hey, listen, there's a lot of toys I want to show you, but that Boba Fett, it's already ordered already.
Which Boba
I'm
Fett?
shocked.
Oh, this one over there.
Diamond
Yeah.
Select.
Can't believe it.
Shocked.
How much did this run? Okay,
What
what am
I
I doing?
That was
This little
$49, $50.
$50. Okay.
And then at the end, you have another Disney store
Of course you
exclusive
do.
Boba Fett. Wait, go back.
Go back. You missed
Did
the
I
last
go too
one.
far? Oh, my bad.
The
I
Boba
thought
Fett
that
with
was the
Power
same
Force
figure.
right there. And it's a Disney store exclusive. Well, actually, Disney Park exclusive. You have to go to Disney.
I do have to interject in the fact that Boba Fett just had a 7-episode TV series, and Diamond Select decided to go all the way back to when he was in Mandalorian season 2 and make a figure out of that scene instead. Just saying.
They're behind. Everybody's behind. Okay.
Every day.
Nobody.
Year and a half. Every day. It was either this,
now.
it was either this or my
Thank
Stranger
you.
Things mornings are for coffee and contemplation mug. It was
Yeah.
one of those two because it was dirty. I used the other one.
I bet you drink out of a coffee mug.
There you
When
go.
I work from home, I drink out of a coffee mug.
Wait,
I get the
it's
kick
out of a
up
coffee mug.
going. Bang.
I've never seen anybody in my life in the last 5 years drink out of a coffee mug. First
Me.
off, it's
It's like
I
this.
think-
You hold the handle and you go.
And you
No.
go like this.
It's delicious.
You don't put your pinky like this. You do this.
everybody's got
No,
tumblers or
What are we
like
doing?
Yetis or whatever.
Okay.
A little
So let's get
Starbucks.
back to this second.
drinks out of-
Yeah.
This
Oh,
is
that's all.
Star
I
Wars
do.
Celebration. The drops that Star Wars Celebration is going to have at the end of the month. There's a lot of Funko Pops. And now, which is cool, is that they're going back to the original scope. Like, they're making new scopes of the original characters with silver bases. And so it's actually a different character, a different mold, which is actually good.
How different can the sculpt be? They all have the
Well,
black
Yeah.
no.
eyes.
It's different compared. Luke, the original Luke, was a generic Luke. This one, he's holding the marketers.
Was he a
looking at
fancy
the-
There's no face. No, it's all generic.
Fancy
Oh
boy.
no, they made different scopes and different boxes. So the boxes are going to be black boxes. Let me find.
I need to get into this gimmick of just making. You know, they're just selling you on an idea,
Well, anyway.
right? Like,
Look, so
Well, that's what comic books are for the same as
No,
the
no, no,
inside,
no,
but they
you
sell you on the
talk
outside
about-
cover.
story.
all right, so you got the 5. Those 5 are coming out. Then they're going to come out with a 5
Pick it up.
complete set, like all 5 together in a box set. So you have the
Why do they always include a stormtrooper?
Stop, dude.
It's easy.
Stop. It's good. We're 25 minutes into 5 toy slides. JJ, stop. Go ahead. Stop, please.
Oh yeah, I gotta get to bed.
Yeah, so basically they're going to have all 5 figures on the stand, like the early bird special that came out. They're coming out with that. Then they're coming out with you see the Yoda. That's right there. The child Grogu.
Oh, that's,
That's
not
limited-
Yoda.
that's a
That's not
diamond.
Yoda.
Yeah, that's the Grogu. It's
Yeah.
limited to 5,000 pieces. With the sticker, it has 5,000 pieces. It's a diamond collection.
I don't like it.
Not a lot of people do.
He looks too shiny, like he got bronze or tan.
It's the diamond. It's like it's
Like
sparkling.
Jersey Shore Grogu. He just got too.
It's-
This is what I got. These
It's
little
sparkling.
bags, these little mini bags these guys are selling. Has anybody ever seen anybody buy one of these fucking things?
Wait, hold on. Let me get to the bags. Wait.
Hold
got
on,
the
Marco.
okay. You have
Tell us.
a second Millennium Falcon that came out with the Lando in it, which
Jedi,
this is
you're
a
about to
pretty
get
big
it.
piece. And then when you look on top, you have R2D2 with a X-wing bag, a lounge fly bag. That's limited to 3,000 pieces.
That's why you don't see them. They don't have that many.
Bags? No, I see them all the time. I see them all
I've
over
seen them
the
at
place.
Target.
Yeah, nobody ever buys the fucking things.
Well, I have the Slave One.
That
I
a
got
girl's
with,
bag?
It's the Slave One bag. It's a bag.
It's
Yes,
like this.
girls-
It's a little girl's kitty bag. It's like
Yeah, so girls have to be
Okay.
involved too.
yeah, but you're
Hey, we don't judge.
He
on
puts
this
his
because
toiletries
they're
in there. He's shaving.
Exactly. So
I'm trying to help.
also, they got the bags. They got Wrecker. They got R2D2. There you go, Jedi. They have a
Why you say
C3PO.
R2D2 and then Jedi? I don't
Yeah, he's
understand
a
that at all.
3PO guy.
C3PO you have. That came out. And then you have the Wrecker, of course, and then you have the Hunter.
there. It is. There it is. There it is. There it is.
Move along.
Oh, I finally found it. Sorry, it was a joke that I passed now.
You have wait, you gotta go back. Go back real quick. The sodas are very important. You have sodas, they're limited to 25,000 pieces. Those are coming out.
25,000.
Yeah, 25,000. There's gonna be a lot of them. And they're gonna have the sticker, the celebration sticker. So those will be easy to get. The Yoda and the R2D2, because they're limited, they'll probably sell out quick. All right, move on.
Wait, are those sodas? Are they strictly for celebration, or are they selling?
Yeah, those are celebration sodas. Yeah, you can only get them at
All
celebration.
about the
They'll
stickers.
sell out fast. That's just gonna sell out quick. Okay, all right,
Yeah.
fair enough. All right,
Well, shit can sell
Now-
out and not be limited.
The bag on the left with the all the females, that's a Disney Park exclusive lounge fly bag.
okay.
And then the one on the left, GameStop exclusive Revan bag that came out.
Hmm.
That actually did pretty good. I don't know if it sold out, but for GameStop, if you go on GameStop, probably get it. So we got some. Okay, now go back.
Is that purse too?
What?
Is that a bag and a purse with Revan? Is it a two-parter? Do we know?
Same
No,
bag.
that's the
Nah,
the front.
same bag. It's just a
Same
zipper
bag.
part.
There's
Well, apparently,
no.
we're all experts at
yeah.
women's little.
There's
bags.
people who collect these things, and there's a
What
lot of
is
them
this
worth money
called?
too.
What is this called? What is it
Lounge
called?
fly bags.
A lounge fly bag. Okay, there you go. We learn something new every day.
All right, now
I didn't. Doesn't
we
help
have
me at all.
Boba Fett 18-inch Funko Pop that's dropping. So think about this. Yeah, you have this.
Brothers,
is a
your
tenant.
brothers.
Yeah,
brothers
your
shoot
brother's
at-
okay because it was your brother.
Ah, your brother's going after you.
Yeah, I
bro.
know.
All right, go ahead.
So yeah, this is a 10-inch one.
Jesus Christ.
That's
That's what she
18
said.
inches. So it's almost twice the size. That's coming
she
out
said.
GameStop.
Well, that's what he said.
Yeah, right. So GameStop is getting it. So $109 it's going to be 18-inch Funko Pop.
Can you imagine when Dom gets that box delivered to his house? It's going to be huge.
It's going to get destroyed too. How the hell are they going to ship that?
I
We're
don't know.
going to sell you our 24-inch pop.
We're going to see.
A little top heavy. Just don't
So-
know.
All right.
Also, there's a rumor. There's an 18-inch Vader coming out. So we'll see about that later. The one on the bottom is Darth Maul for the Sith collection they have that's coming out for GameStop. It's like
Is that going to be
the,
18 inches too? Or is it going to be a
it's
foot?
the connecting. They have the connecting all the Siths together like they did with the bounty hunters.
Oh,
GameStop.
God, really?
They're
I
doing it
just
with the
finished
Sith.
the Bounty Hunter.
Human centipede style.
That's like, oh, crap.
They're doing that. All right, go to the next page.
Uh-huh.
All right, now we got Hasbro. So, see,
Okay, I don't know what
they're
that
limited, but you can get those. They'll probably. So Hasbro came out with a bunch of
Stickers? Well, then can't you just put a sticker on a regular pop and it's
no, but the sticker it's connected.
We've had
to
this
the,
discussion,
can
Pete.
itself.
You can't do that.
Well,
how do they know if I do that?
no,
They won't. They won't.
stop interrupting Dom. Dom, please.
All right. So here we go. So the vintage collectors out there were pretty happy. They got a couple of vintage figures for May 4th.
They're never happy. Never.
They're never happy anyway. I know. They always
What,
complain.
they wanted power lunging Anakin? That's what I've been looking for my whole life.
Hey, you know what? People
Play
want
day at the gym.
first came out. You know, you had the the Maul
Heisman Trophy pose.
The Maul Mandalorian, Super Soldier.
Yeah.
Then you had
Super Soldier.
You had the two stormtroopers that are the gaming great. That
The
had
Gatling gun one and
the Force Unleashed, and the what's the other one? The
what's the Gatling gun one? I can't remember.
Isn't that stormtrooper from Fallen Order? I think, right?
Battlefront.
Battlefront. It's Battlefront.
Oh, Battlefront. Okay, Battlefront. Sorry. And then you have the Anakin from Attack of the Clones.
Yeah.
Go to the next page. They're coming out with a Vader helmet, a new Vader helmet, which is pretty cool, and an Obi-Wan lightsaber.
Let's go. I can't. They need to lower those prices of those lightsabers back down. I think now everybody just waits till they go on clearance at games. 270.
Let me ask you a question: would you rather have a lightsaber made in Disney Park, or would you have to have them?
They're the same, aren't
Did I
they?
get to go to Disney to
More or
get it?
less.
No, Disney is theirs are made of more metal. I think they're a little bit more.
Well, they're cheaper then.
I think
the blade's only $60 and they're like $200.
Yeah, it depends on what add-ons you get.
Like 220. I think the bait, like if you just get a base one, not too many add-ons, it's 210, 215, somewhere around there. Total out the door. I would probably get the one at the park.
Okay.
Well, no, I mean, like these FXs, FXs used to roll out at what? They used to roll out at between $89 and just under $100. Is when they first started rolling these things out.
The ones you get at the park usually have like a very. The ones you get at the park, don't they usually have come with a real nice case and display stand and everything?
Well, the ones that Disney Park has the nice cases. These are just generically made.
This comes with cardboard and a picture of Obi-Wan.
Yeah. Exactly.
Does it have interchangeable? It's like there's more than one blade.
It's just it's like the dart saber. You can detach it and just put it on a little stand.
Yeah, I don't understand. I just don't understand the pricing of some of this stuff. Because wasn't the Darth Maul, which is a double lightsaber for the FX series, wasn't that the most expensive? It was $115 when it came out.
No, you're way off. It was like $300.
Yeah, about 300.
300?
Yeah, most of them were around 200. I think for a long time.
It'd be like 500 today if they did it again.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm off.
Well, listen, Ahsoka had lightsabers come out for a Disney Park exclusive. It was $400. You open up the box, it plays Ahsoka's theme. It sold out in a heartbeat.
Didn't it have two?
Yeah, it had two. And when you open it up, it was like a jewelry box. It played the music, a theme song, which is kind of cool.
It is pretty cool.
More Funko Pops. This is coming soon. Die-cast metal Vaders now. We had the Boba Fett, and now we have Vader.
So wait. There's a box inside the box?
Let me... Jedi, you got your... get yours.
Oh, hey.
It's like a clear box inside the black.
No, well, you're going to see how this is packed. That's what it looks like.
Is the black box like a slip cover?
Yeah.
Plastic?
Okay.
Yeah.
Like a thin...
Okay, yeah, it's like a slip cover.
Oh.
So
you take
the out of the box.
The same type of chase. It's going to be like an all silver and then the black. So non-painted and painted, basically.
Why didn't they go with the Infinity's all white Vader?
Not yet. Maybe down the road. It's still far behind. Wait till I get to the ending of the Funko story I got to talk about. You might see a lot of things, changes over Funko. But you go to the next slide. Amazon is getting Power of the Galaxy line, and most likely it's going to be all the.
I heard we still got a lot more, so.
No, it's like
for Spaceballs. So that's the third Padme pop that has come out. How many outfits she had in the trilogy in the prequels? She had a lot of outfits.
Did she?
Yes, she
Padme?
did.
That's supposed to be Padme?
Yeah, it's Padme.
You're saying Padme. I'm thinking this is Leia because I see the gray in the hair.
No, it's Padme. Look at the back. That's Padme. So
I thought it was a Leia, like flying through space Leia.
Oh, whatever.
Well, this is the first in line of a new line called Power of the Galaxy, and then they have another one called Women of Star Wars that might be coming out. It might be the same thing, but we'll see. All right. Next is a fig pin. A Stormtrooper fig pin was limited to 3,000 pieces. Sold out.
They already had a Star Wars. Okay.
No, well, it's another one.
Yeah.
It's a different.
You'll see mine when I get it.
They're going to limit production or throw a sticker on it and sell it to us again.
No, it was 3,000 pieces.
They're going to sell it to us again. No, sir. They're going to sell it to the suckers again. Not
it never
us.
ends. It
Don't
never
include us in that because I'm not buying it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what else they could possibly sell me in something that's not actually used in the manner of which it's supposed to be. Because it's like, oh, it's a fig pin, but we're going to make it like, it's like 6 inches tall. It's not actually a pin you'd actually use because there's like 6 pins if you actually wanted to put it on a bag, but you're not actually going to take it out of the case. So it's really just a metal picture that we're giving you and selling you. I'm going to sell you an in-the-box coffee mug that you can't drink out of next.
Nobody drinks out of coffee mugs anyways unless you're psychopath or live in New Jersey.
Back to that.
Okay. Now.
There we go.
So, Bob Iger. We know who Bob Iger is, right?
He's the ex-CEO of Disney. He's the guy who did the merger between Fox and the guy who negotiated the buying of Star Wars and the guy who negotiated Marvel.
Okay, so him, eBay, sports agent Rich Paul, and the churning. They teamed up to buy 25% stake in the toy maker.
And the Charting Group. They're part of the Charting Group.
Yeah. They actually have a movie line. They made some movies. They had a movie division. So
they all bought 6.675.
No, the Charting Group bought 25% stake. They ended up the price of Funko Pops went up to $21 per share pre-trading. Then all of a sudden, after they bought it, the actual price went up to $21 per share. Bob Iger and Rich Paul are two members of the Charting Group.
The Charting Group. Okay.
Sorry, I'm filling them in. Do you want me to keep going, or do you got the rest?
That's fine.
No, good. You okay?
So the reason why they mentioned Bob Iger's name and Rich Paul in here is because part of the agreement of them buying so much of the stock and jacking up because they bought 25% of the stock, they get spots on the board for Pops. So now
they get on the board, yeah, exactly. So this can mean a bunch of different things. So a couple of years back, Funko bought a company called Underground Toys. They were making action figures, and the action figure line didn't really work out, but they bought that company. They also have an animated movie company that they bought too to make animated movies.
Well, the Shredder made a bunch of shows. Like they did a bunch of movies like Hidden Numbers. Like they were investing in movies early on before Iger was involved in. Rich Paul might have been involved with it.
So what I see is that 25% stake adds more money into Funko so they could do the things they couldn't do before. Like open up a theme park, a Funko theme park. Stuff like that. Like things that are going to make Funko a bigger company. And also now it goes back to the Funko Pops itself. With eBay involved, every time Funko sells Funkos on eBay, they're possibly getting a percentage of the money being sold in the Funkos on eBay. So that's kind of a genius move because the prices that these things are selling for.
They're run exclusive. It's going to be cheaper.
Yeah. And make it, and their own exclusive line too. They can have an eBay exclusive with an eBay sticker, which is kind of cool. So there's a lot of things that could come out of this, and like they can actually make a lot of the figures.
Sounds like more ways to take your money to me.
Yeah,
exactly. But look, what's going to happen is that things are changing. Funko needs a boost.
I don't know.
Even though online, the virtual con in 2020, they made more money than they ever made before on a virtual con without any shows, because of the pandemic. So there's a lot of possibilities now with them getting 25%. So I can tell you that there's going to be some changes. You're going to see some changes in the coming year.
First, maybe you will because it's a company and they always change, but I'm not quite sure we're getting Popland because that's pretty expensive.
Oh, not Popland. I'm just saying there's a possibility that they could make a pop roller coaster.
They don't already have a Popland, to be honest with you. When you said that,
the problem with it is, because where are you going to get the prop? I mean, like, think about that. Where are you going to get the property?
It's not.
I got land.
To be an amusement park takes a lot. I think the more key part is that I think Dom's hoping that Iger and Rich Paul are more than just ceremonial people that are put on a board because they just are. I mean, they added 2 spots to a board. If you've been on a board before, like it's not like they're taking over and and doing it. I think the agreement that they have with eBay trying to make exclusives off there, kind of like Amazon, so you might see a reduction in the amount of Amazon exclusives that they have. I think that is an interesting point that Don was making there, that like with the exclusivity, or at least with a teaming deal with eBay, there has to be some type of agreement crossing over there. Will it start getting to animated? I don't know. The Sumier stuff didn't do so well when they did that, but I mean, they do have a production company associated with it. With that being said, you would still, I mean, it's only 25%, so you'd have to agree to the production company, making the product. I mean, the financials on that don't quite make a lot of sense. But I mean, is Bob Iger and Rich Paul in that group, they've made good investments before. Like, that group has made good investments. Obviously, they've got like 6-7 movies that became hits, so they invested in that before. Bob Iger obviously has made pretty good decisions before on
Space Jam.
No, it was like Hidden Figures. What else did they do? They did Hidden Figures. I know that's probably one of their biggest ones. That's how I know the name.
Hidden Figures was a good movie, actually.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
My son asked to watch that.
I have a headache. But what I think the finer point is, like, I don't know how much impact you're actually going to have on Pops and how much it's going to grow. But typically,
I am indeed.
Huh? What did you say?
Nothing.
IMDb.
Side conversation.
Typically, those people don't invest in bad products that are on the decline. So I don't know how much input they're going to have on stuff, but like the eBay thing can't be too bad. So,
well, like I said, you know what? It can go either way. Like, we might see a change at the Pops.
Well, you don't want to say that.
No, I'm saying that. No, you might get a better.
They go either way.
Like,
they could tank and they could go.
Or with the Pops, you might get, like, with all the licenses that they have, they might make better Pops. The product, instead of getting the same character over and over again, they might take chances to put out other stuff and much more exclusive stuff, things to keep the collecting.
Is that really their problem, though? Like, I feel
that's the issue.
Everything I can possibly think
that's where the profit margins are. So they can. That's what I'm saying. Like,
there's Golden Girl Pops, there's Seinfeld Pops, there's Friends Pops, there's every anime. There's Pops for anything I can think of. There's already a Pop. What else could they possibly make?
No, that's all they're going to do. That's what I'm saying when he was saying like Popland. I don't think that's as realistic as them expanding their licensing to find out places that directly affect white type Pops might increase saleability. Because if you can get in some of these other markets somehow, which
I mean, if they model a lot of, like, model it after Lego, we could be looking at. I mean, we already talked about Popland, but you could be looking at movies, like I think Marco mentioned.
Yeah, but like how that.
Well, listen, like the stores, they have two stores. They have two stores. They might be able to expand their stores. You got one in New York City.
They're going to do.
It's like that. You never know.
That seems reasonable that they would expand that.
Yeah.
They might put on pop cons. That would be something. I wouldn't think that they put in. I wouldn't think they'd create an amusement park or create a movie. They might, however, as he says, might expand a couple stores. Maybe take it a little bit more international. Expand into that marketplace. That would make a lot of sense, especially with Iger's experience. If they were going to use it for that, I mean, members on the board out of like 20. So what's he really going to have for input? He'll probably get on a conference call every once in a while. It's not like Bob Iger's flying out to a board meeting for Pops. Like,
get into the international market. Americans buy these bobbleheads because they look somewhat similar to the products.
Taco Bell.
You buy them too.
You got Taco Bell internationally, and Russians stocked up on fucking McDonald's in their fridge to sell for the next 2 years. So like,
I can eat that. I can't eat a goddamn bobblehead.
Dude, what's the price of Redline Levi jeans in Japan, homie? Because it's pretty fucking expensive.
Well, are we
is that like the new
the same thing as Levi's?
Well, I don't. Dude,
well, look,
I bad headache.
The ever-changing market. So Funko Pops.
What they're going to do is emerging markets. This is how this always works. They're going to look for emerging markets. They're not going to change around their product. They're not going to change around their product offering. They might add a couple new licensings, but they're going to look for emerging markets in which they can develop. That's what they do. Fuck, that's what Disney did. Like, it wasn't about Disney, bringing Marvel to the U.S. It was about them selling into China. Like, it was about them expanding out.
Yeah, but now they don't even show half the fucking movies over there because
Okay.
I know what you're saying. I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying. I'm just saying, but with that, it comes
about 9 minutes ago, Wayseeker.
Streaming services.
Look, I can honestly say one thing.
Is the longest second, yeah, maybe.
They've been around for over
This
10
toy
years.
segment, that's for sure.
Over 10 years, and I think with this,
I don't think Jedi's talked in like 2 hours.
He did. He showed the thing. Let Dom go. Dom, finish up. Dom's
I'm saying that I think that this is very good for the product, and it's gonna definitely help in the long run. So there'll be more, like I said, more exclusives along the way.
Paris fucking pop, Boba Fett.
Yep. Hey, so you have like 19,000 Boba Fett pops. I'll take them all. Thank you.
No, you're right. No, I agree. That's what they're going to do, and I don't doubt that they're going to do cons. They'll probably try to expand into a con type market.
Exactly. Funko Con 2000. 2015.
I can actually see financially that might not be. I mean, well, you can go ask Wizard how that worked out, but I could understand as long as they keep it on a smaller scale. That seems like that could work. And the expansion, especially international and opening up stores. Yes, emerging in markets. I agree, 100%.
Not only can you get the exclusive sticker in New York City, you can get it in California and in Europe and the Netherlands, and that's
why I don't collect them. I don't want everything to be so exclusive that I can't buy it. It's going to cost me more money to get it. Like that's just
not direct towards you.
What I want.
I don't need hot pockets. That doesn't mean the shit doesn't sell, dude.
I'm not saying it doesn't sell. I'm just saying it's just not my money that they're getting because that's not the thing that I'm going to buy.
Apparently, he's got 18 people on the Blue Light Special Payaway program. We already heard it, or 22. Or he just on Mother's Day ratted out to his wife how many payment programs he's got for. So, I mean, like
I'm seeing Dom in a whole different light now. I'm a little afraid to take it.
Don't go down that rabbit hole.
Take any loans from Dom.
Dom. Thank you, Dom. Well, I mean, he's excited because he's right. You know, maybe now he's going to get some new Boba Fett restickered Paris exclusives. Well, they're just fine. That's his thing. All right. Glad I don't live in Japan, I guess. I don't know why you're glad you don't live in Japan.
Still know what the price of jeans were.
Oh, yeah. It's like a big thing. Like selling. Yeah. Whatever.
Look at Russia. Jeans in Russia.
I don't know.
That was a thing from the 80s. That was like an old joke. Is that still the case?
What?
Yeah.
We didn't make any fucking import-export deals. Levi's didn't just figure out
we
can make money if we sell our fucking jeans in Russia.
I don't know about the Russian thing. The Japanese thing, that's pretty legit still. And actually, they love Nikes there now, too. I mean, like
Like, I remember all that stuff where it used to be like an old joke back in the day, but like, is it still the case?
About what?
I don't know. Now, I guess there's some embargo.
Russian one, I don't know. The Japanese market, for sure, I do know that that's an actual thing. Yes. Not a joke. It's an actual thing.
It's weird though.
We just did a fucking 45-minute fucking segment on plastic things that bobble their head that nobody takes out to see them bobble their fucking head, except for Jedi. Apparently, he's got the one.
You know what I'm saying.
He just told us Dom just set up a fucking payment program for $150.
I get all that. What I'm saying is
that's not weird.
That the company themselves didn't decide, hey, we can make money if we open stores there. Like that's the part that is confusing.
Well, look, you got to look at it this way. That Funko is a hot company. People do collect, and if you expand it, because there's people who can't get some of the stuff.
AJ just to fucking slam it on the table.
Yeah, but you're not going to get this stuff if you keep doing more exclusives. You're going to make it more limited, and people aren't going to get them.
Well, listen,
Michael Jackson. What? Why are we talking about
Michael? It's like the foreign market with the comics. You get comics all over the place, different comics, different variants. So they make toys the same way, and the same thing with the Star Wars figures. You can get different variants of the original Star Wars stuff.
You can, but that's also like a different collectability. Like the people who want to buy those foreign versions, because the foreign versions are for those foreign markets. That's that's for that market there. That's who it was created.
Or they aren't. You can print them off whenever you want. All you gotta do is go to the printing company and get it.
I don't know. It's.
Please, Jedi.
I just don't like the ideas of exclusives too much because it just gets too.
Oh, well, that's that's the whole, real quickly on that point, like that's the whole, the donut thing, right? That's the whole, what's his name? The guy that used to do Valiant.
Bad idea?
Yeah, like the whole thing is like, we're going to fake exclusivity to try to, and you don't really know. And I mean, it's the same thing with variants and comics.
It's not even, it's the same thing with variants. There's no need for Marvel to have 30, 20.
I'm on a point. apparently, we have said this, and then we told everybody to chill out and not worry about. There's going to be more than one celebration, exclusive comic book cover, and nobody believed it. And now they're rolling them out left and right. So that's don't fall for that stuff, I guess. But some people do. Some people like to live in there, Pete. What are we going to do? We try to talk him off the shelf, but Dom, that's his gimmick. Now look at Jedi. Jedi went to 3 comic book stores and all the stuff we were like, that's the coolest shit ever. He's like, no, that's not my interest. My interest is taking pictures of back doors and then not asking what's behind the door.
Hey, I think that was a smart move. You guys give me grief about it. I think that was a smart move.
I didn't give you any grief.
In the Navy, we have the buddy system, and I didn't have a buddy with me, so I wasn't going back.
I didn't give you any grief because you know what? I'm not asking to go in the back room either because I'm afraid.
Listen, you know what? It was kind of lucky Jedi to go back there because it might be Jedi missing and having back of a milk carton.
Yeah.
I think it's like
it's gonna be like a Dumb and Dumber situation. You're gonna go back there, be here on March 23rd at 12 p.m. for some manly love, and I'm like, oh no, I'm in the wrong place.
I saw Pulp Fiction.
Sam already said that place got robbed not too long ago. I ain't going back there.
Was that California too? Pulp Fiction? Is that where they took place?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
that could be. You could end up in a gift mask, I guess.
Spiders caught a couple of flies.
It's a shot though. I mean, you never know. Could be something. All right. Well, I think that's it for the show. That's the longest toy section ever. So everybody made down today. Give them a round of applause. Please give us a thumbs up. Make sure if you're not.
I still had fun.
I did too. They added Ethan Page, who also now lives in the great state of Michigan. Actually, not too far from me. Ethan Page.
Wait, what?
Okay. Moved out to Milford.
Talking about?
At Motor City Comic Con, Ethan Page, toys. Ethan Page, who supposedly is a wrestler, who also does a lot of toy stuff, lives in the great state of Michigan. He's a Canadian, and he is going to be at MCM. Not MCM.
Egon. That's what threw me off.
Once again, check out the list if you want me to see somebody. I'll probably go say hi to Egon and see if he likes to talk, which he probably does. So, all right, Wayseeker says thank you, Dom. The sign above the door that said adult only. You should probably. I think that'd be fun. Think about if you go behind there and it's a bunch of C3POs with boners, you'll lose your mind.
There's a bunch of Z-rated Zenoscope books and
Zenoscope and Zombie Tramp.
And some Zombie Tramps, risque covers, and
I bet you
show the 3PO.
Just a bunch of C3PO bone pictures.
All
right, let's go. It was a great show. We'll see y'all later. Bye. We'll see y'all later.
And on that note, and on that bombshell, we'll see you guys next week.